Welcome back, everybody. This is session number 23 of our home D&D campaign, Virlinia 2. And last time, our heroes discovered the secret lab behind Monsieur Malraday's house and murdered every last Fey beer crafter in sight. Inside the lab, they rescue Malraday's wife, Pushpa Jaisalma Malraday, from a jar filled with green liquid. And Pushpa spilled the details on Malraday's pact with Gilmore the Genie to cast a Gesh spell over Zadaxi and turn everyone there into a Kaif-making automaton. Pushpa then detailed the members of the Coil of Mayhem involved in Kaif distribution and production, but warned the Vanguard that Gilmore himself would be the most challenging of all. So where we pick up, it's around noon. The late summer sun is beaming down on our heroes. The party had just informed Sheriff Ankita Goldpetal of their deeds and discoveries, and we're discussing setting off in the direction of Town Council leader Ernie Tortellini's house. So that's where we will pick up today.
So my friends, are we heading to Pasta's house?
Which pasta?
The kind that I think is stuffed with something.
Oh
Not
yeah,
ravioli, the other one.
Talking. Right, Duck? You're talking.
Yes, Tortellini.
Oh, Tortellini, yes.
Yes, my man. I think we're gonna head to Tortellini's house. I think Leah, my friend, this one, is going to head and get us some items, and then meet us. We'll get a message to her. But if we're going to go, we might want to go quickly while you still have a gift of gab, you angry little friend.
Milo, what has come over you? What's wrong with you?
Oh, you know,
I found out he had a drug addiction.
I just don't think Duck appreciates my stance on the Kaif industry. I don't know.
Oh, right. I remember. I think I sort of blanked out for the past several days, but I remember this, yeah.
My friend, you've been very tense and smash recently. Like,
Well,
like a new person in took you over in that fight. You just only said da.
That's how I normally am, actually. Ah.
yeah, your rages were a bit bizarre. I gotta say.
I haven't.
No, glad you're back, I guess. Not that you were gone, but
It was in my mind palace, sort of.
your safe space, maybe? I don't know what you mean.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, should we go gab to Ernie Tortellini while I still got this gift for it?
Let's do it.
Da, as you say.
I kick
Yes.
Milo.
Comrade.
I did sound Spanish when I tried to do longer sentences, so I stuck to the dar. Nah.
Real quick, my friend, what are we going to Pasta's house for again, specifically?
Oh, just to let him know that we saved the city, or
Yeah, he promised to pay us, right?
Okay, gotcha.
Something of the sort.
after that, I think it's kind of a free day. I mean, we're pretty tired. I do have some things on my wish list of things to do, but
Carousel is gone.
oh yeah, it's right over there. Can't you see it? It's on fire.
Monsieur Mariday.
It's smoking. Somebody had
got
torched
Monsieur
it.
Mariday, or is he on the loose?
Somebody knocked him out and killed him just about an hour ago.
Knocked him out. He got killed by one of his own.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. So all of the
those
enemies
chickens, they
in this,
explode now.
they've always exploded.
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't know. Pretty
First chicken I saw exploded.
Yeah.
You just don't haven't experienced a lot of chickens. There's bastards.
Yeah, Duck has that quite the backstory, I feel like, with some chickens. So gonna dig into that later at some point, but we'll for now, gift of the gap.
All right. So it's going to take the party about 15 minutes to walk from the Arts District back to Mariner Town, which is the northwest district of Zadaxi, where you remember Ernie Tortellini's house with all the dark shutters. It's in the nicest district in Zadaxi. It's a two-story home. There's even like a nice little railing and staircase that goes up to the ground floor. And directly across from the Tortellini home, you see a person selling what looks to be like grilled meat satays on skewers. I guess that's what a satay is. And it's right around noon. The party might be a little tired after all that fighting. There are not a lot of people around here in the district. It seems to be a general sense of light tension in the area, given the events of what happened in Zadaxi last night. But besides that, it looks to continue to be a fairly calm, sunny afternoon.
Knock, knock. Knocking on Ernie's door.
As we're waiting for Tortellini to open the door, I'm just going to give Milo guidance. I don't know what we're doing or what we're trying to get, but hey, here, this is for you, my friend. Just shine and dazzle a little bit.
Oh, no fear, Duck. I know exactly what to do now. I'm guided in the right direction.
After you knock on the door, Milo, Ernie Tortellini pops out. He's sweating. He's clearly been frazzled from the morning's events. He looks down. He looks up. He looks across at Elena and down at the rest of the party and says, "Yes, you're the Goldfoots that won last night, and you were helping the sheriff this morning. You're all intact, so I assume this morning went well."
Oh, you betcha. Yeah. So you said you were going to be down there helping out. We didn't see you. We killed a lot of fey creatures. Kind of have mixed emotions about it because I feel like they kind of were wrung into the whole thing by Ernie and such. So
yeah,
we also killed a troll. We found out a little more information about the Kaif. Couple more stops, I feel like, and we can end it. But yeah, hoping to talk to you about what we found out. I'm going to tell him everything we found out. With the Crypt of the Burning Fingers, something that I can't read, and then Ravnika's Dwarven Bank Vault.
Goldfoot and friends, the town council had an emergency meeting this morning, and Professor Podemos, representing the university district, was saying that if there was enough evidence that you were able to collect from the arts district, that he would change his vote to yes on the town council project to actually fund the Kaif trade. Tiziano and I were thinking maybe you could be our deputies and be responsible for tracking down some of the distributors and manufacturers. You handled the joke so well at the joke off, and it's sounding from what you just told me that you handled all the fey creatures and the carousel quite well indeed. And I should also let you know, I've been in touch with the sheriff. Apparently, the priestess you had sort of bound up with rope and taken from the village of Hazelward, the priestess Jammy Dendrites, spilled all this information about what Father Robin Zvier was doing in Hazelward to assist with Kaif distribution to the western part of the province. We are so glad that you brought her back by cart to put her in our jail. And you have a lot of respect from the council. Let's put it that way.
Oh, cool.
I just need to ask a question here. It sounds like we just have a lot of bad dudes, like that we're needed to deal with. Like I don't hear the Kaif doing anything specifically. It's all about the bad dudes with the Kaif. Like, why don't we just deal with the bad dudes? Why do we have to get all negative about some freedom and some excitement out there in people's boring, drab lives? Like, just deal with the bad people.
Ernie sort of chuckles. He's not quite. You can tell he's not quite sure what to make of this because Ernie is anti-Kaif and has seen some of the effects of what has happened in his district as well as in some of the other parts of Zadash. So he kind of turns back to Milo and says, well, and he's kind of like wiping his brow a little bit. I know a lot of people affected by it. Antonia Cannelloni, who I know you've worked for in the past, her page, that gnome, Davanon, is totally Kaif addicted now and has been begging for more than a week. He can't even stand up straight without getting a hit of Kaif. And Marvin Lawson, one of Marvin's children, is also addicted to Kaif. We kind of need to get this off the streets. And he kind of leans his hand forward towards Milo and Elena to, in search of a fist pound.
But I also just, if we're going to talk about how like things are bad and you've seen him do some bad things, like I've seen water do some bad things. Like, have you heard of flooding? But no one's giving shit to water. Just putting that out there. Why are you so sweaty?
Yeah, I've been running around all morning with the town council, talking to prisoners at the town's guard as well. I've been trying to do my part to take care of this city.
And I think we'll do exactly that. We'll take out the people in charge of the Kaif trade, and then maybe some sort of legal, safe way of distributing this would probably be helpful to people. But as it stands now, because it is illegal and people are, getting. Have you ever heard of marijuana?
Like the made by the skunks over in Yonderville?
Yes, you're correct. Canon. Similar to that, when they legalized it, they were able to decriminalize, although they're still working on that part.
Yes. Heard. But I do think we need to research actually the effects on it so we would know how much is regulatable, so to speak. At this point, we've definitely seen some of the ill effects. I mean, you've spoken to Tiziano, you know how upset he is about how so many bards in his district have become lethargic and have not been able to even lift a finger to help defend the district against the things that were happening with the carousel. But your group was able to do that. And you might be our hope.
Oh, sure. So aside from like all the dozens of witnesses and all the broken Kaif in the Maori D's house, what other evidence do we need to get that vote for more regulation on this stuff from the professor? I mean, what proof does he require that he can't see?
I think, my friends, you've done quite enough this morning, and Tiziano and I will be able to convince the professor to vote yes. I think, if anything, it could help to demonstrate to the professor that you are able to handle these so-called bad dudes. But to be honest with you, I don't know who all these bad folks are in the coil of mayhem. I don't know even if they're dudes. They could be from another plane of existence. What else were you able to find out about who in the coil is responsible for all this?
You're right. I'm sorry. I should have misspoke. It also dudettes, dude people, duderinos, dudexes.
All right.
Doodles.
Enough. People. We can just say people. You're correct, though. What was the guy's name? Gaston or Gilmore, right?
Are you all right? I mean,
Absolutely not. I don't know why my Zoom keeps buffering and I can't figure anything out.
Yeah. Gilmore was supposed to show up at the joke-off last night and he whiffed. I did not see him at all. I didn't even
His sister
hear
was there.
Gilmore's sister was there. He has a sister.
Yeah, Mary Berry. Mary.
Yeah, whatever happened with them?
That's Gilmore's sister?
Mayor Berry? I heard they had an addiction.
No,
I have no idea.
The lady who was really bad at jokes and then tried to fight me.
Oh, Mary Yeri. Yes, the
Mary
kobold.
Yeri.
Mary Yeri.
I think
Yeah,
Mary
from
Berry
Southern
is a real person.
I know.
Southern Virlinia.
That was the joke.
British Bake Off.
Yeah. Mayor Barry was a DC mayor that was addicted to crack cocaine.
That's right. That's
Mm.
right. Marion Barry. Throwback.
But yeah, she's Gilmore's sister, and she's in cahoots with him. You all are not a very good counsel. Also, Duck, can I have a piece of paper? I need to write. I'm gonna write some notes down for Tortellini here. So
Yeah.
I think what you all need is an expert on the selling of and manufacturing of drugs. So I will give you a tiny manuscript of what I think you should do while the rest of the adults talk with you and have conversation.
I'm gonna dig through my bag and like search and come up with a small piece of like parchment shaped like a duck.
Oh, it's sticky on one side. That's fantastic. In the meantime, while I write you these lovely notes, you said Cannelloni has an addicted page.
Yes, she does. Well,
And
although I think she did fire him.
but what's okay? Again, the council confusing. Isn't she a no?
She's currently a no.
So if she has an addicted page and is very sad and upset about it, blah blah blah, is that not proof?
She fired the page over a week ago and doesn't seem to be that concerned because they no longer have a working relationship. However, people like me are concerned because that's not happening to just one page. That's happening to many people in the city of Zadaxi.
Okay, you all are
Terrible
interesting.
people. Yes, I mean interesting. You're correct.
Okay, well, continue. I have nothing really good to contribute to this conversation. I'll be over in the corner writing my notes.
Is there more to have in this conversation? What else do you need from us?
I mean, there's not too much else to say besides what we already told you. We got some leads. And if we're going to be part of this task force, we need to be better prepared. Sounds like it's going to be a pretty tough one for us. So just hoping you can help us out in that department for sure.
Yes, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to talk to the NID and to the town council. Could you give me a little more information about what lead you'd like to pursue? And then perhaps I can give you some ideas about how to handle that.
Do you all have a preference on who we go after first? There's the Crypt of the Burning Fingers.
Oh, that sounds fun.
There's can't read the second one.
Okay.
The hag and Moastinas and Stormza.
Marshna?
Mhm.
We got that hag, right?
I think it's a different hag based
Different
on
hag?
context clues from, I don't know, maybe.
It's
I thought the same thing.
Crackle skin, I believe. Right?
Oh yeah, that checks out from the scribble that I can read and decipher.
And that with alligators. So not that much to know.
I think it's that town is overrun with hags.
Jeez. We need a better healthcare system to take care of our seniors too. So, think about that while we're off defeating these bad people.
Is it an age thing or is it just
It
a bad
might
skincare regime?
They could be.
I mean,
young, you're
sometimes
right.
you just have to
Sunscreen.
pluck and preen and you keep it nice and fresh and tight. I'm just saying.
Just put on some sunscreen and brush your teeth every once in a while.
Get the warts taken care of. When they pop up, you need to get those things frozen off. Just don't let them get
There are
hairy.
treatments for these things.
Yes.
For centuries. Okay. Okay. So we have hag. We have broken dark
have-
cave.
Crypt of Burning Fingers.
Crypt of Burning Fingers.
You need the anthropology department in Zadaxi to figure out the entrance, and we don't really know who lives there, but maybe a dragon or something.
So maybe
I may have
we can
added
go
that part
defeat someone
on.
else and send somebody. Well, we don't really want to send somebody from the anthropology department. Wow, because they might get killed.
No.
Unless they're strong.
I think we need to go talk to somebody to figure out where the entrance is.
Oh yeah.
not necessarily to like lead us unless. Hold on, it's coming. It's coming. It's
All
coming.
right, everybody, no talking.
I lost it.
Okay, well, we all have those moments.
Tortellini says the entrance to the Crypt of the Burning Hands is actually known. That's not very far from the swamps in Mlashna. This other hag that you spoke about,
Swamps of
Swarshna. It sounds like that comes from the swamp area in between the village of Mlashna and the city of Stormseye. Those are the swamps called the heinous swamps. They're much larger and much more dangerous than the ones with the crocodiles that you've come across. And that bank vault, by the way, that's the bank vault in the city of Rovnica. But the entrance to it is a little bit secret. I can imagine someone from the anthropology department or an order, like the Order of the Nib, would be able to help. But if you know of such a secret,
I just look up from my writing. I'm like, we got that one. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, or I'm pretty sure something about like the Thieves Guild or the person. What?
Ernie says,
I'm sorry. What are we talking about? Why are you so sweaty again? You're not.
Okay, we have the hag. We have the crypt. What was the? Is there a third one?
Yeah,
Bank
Raffle
vault.
the dwarven.
Bank.
So for that one, out of character, we got to find the faceless men to help us open that bank vault.
Okay, so I need to go back to that sewing shop. Ooh.
Drag show.
Aisling has a out of character as a book that might help with that, I believe.
I haven't shown it to Comrade yet.
Gift of gab. I heard nothing.
I'm going to show it. We're going to read it together. Probably as like a bedtime story.
So, yeah, pretty sure you promised us a pretty substantial reward for saving the city. And that'll help us out a little bit. Maybe buy us some gear to help us.
Yes. Come back with evidence from one of these three quests, as it were, and after the town council meets on the midpoint of this week,
I think you told us after we defeated the carousel, you would give us something to help in this endeavor. That is what I distinctly remember agreeing with you in the cavern.
If you need some example, here's the chicken that blew up on us.
Oh, great!
Mm-hmm.
Have you just been carrying that around?
The bones.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry, I don't have anything like that chicken in my in my pantry.
Duck's going to make me a wind chime, I believe, out of those bones. So looking forward to that. But yeah, we did save the town. You told us you'd give us a little bit extra after we saved the town, so we're just here to collect. And then, yeah, happy to bring back more evidence, but you would like to be compensated for our services so far.
Yes, and so again, I'm not a member of royalty. I can't make these decisions alone. I do need to speak with the rest of the council so we can tell you exactly how much we can give. We didn't even know that you'd be able to finish this in just a single day. But clearly,
then why did you make an agreement with me saying that you were going to, reward us for that? That's so interesting.
I think it's because he thought we were going to die.
Oh, that's so lovely. Well, have some more faith in us next time. You'll see if you even get the evidence in the first place, because we might not even go at this point if we're not going to get rewarded. It's not our responsibility.
Yeah, this is true. He looks at all of you and says, does this party know what it wants to do?
As a whole, absolutely not.
Well, I know what direction I would like to take the town council in. And if you would like to be our deputies, by all means, go out there, solve a quest, and I'll see you in a day or two.
So when you say deputies, I'm like, what can we and can't we do as a deputy? Like, are we like, do we get a badge?
You will get a badge. You will get an orientation to be trained similar to members of the town guard, but also be the investigative arm of the city. So you'll be meeting with Sheriff Ankita Goldpetal as to what your tasks and responsibilities would be.
But shouldn't we be teaching that since we're surviving and they're not? So aren't we the teachers here?
Well, not exactly. I'm not sure how long you've been in Zadash, but we have many citizens to take care of. After all the alarms that happened last night, the entire town's guard and some of us on the town's council have been extremely busy trying to quell and calm down all the buffoonery that's been going on in the city streets, all the thievery, all the tricks and people stealing things. People have been drinking way too much kaif and have been acting out of line, I should say.
Do we know like what the signs and symptoms of kaif are? Like just in general?
I mean, we've seen people on it, so like we know. So like because of my little sister, we've seen at least. We know like the begging for more of it is part of it, and
Gotcha.
Forgetfulness and childlike behavior, I think.
Yeah.
Because of that one guard who was somewhere between 50 and negative 50 years old. Depending on what day it was.
Oh yeah. Cameron Smithersby is dead, by the way.
Real dead.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, real dead.
Oh no.
That was the one thing I wrote down for the last session I had was Cameron equals guard arranged.
Well, he's dead arranged now, so.
Listen, party. What direction are you going to go in? If you can tell me, I can help prepare you a little bit for your day's activities and set you on your way. Is it the crypt or the hag or the vault? And I think the vault is more than a day's work, to be fair, given you haven't met with the anthropology department yet.
Okay.
When is the drag show? When we were in Hazelwood, I know it was 3 weeks.
The party would know based on the flyer that the drag show is 4 days from now.
4 days. Okay.
Where would that be?
The party would also remember that Olena's friend Oksana invited her to a fight that's happening 2 days from now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are those
And
in this town?
The fight is in town of Zadash. The drag show is in the village of Hazelwood.
And where is
Which
that
is-
in like location to like the swamps?
Hazelwood is very close to Mlashna Swamp, and it's also south of the Heinous Swamps, the much larger swamps in this province.
Which and are the Mashna ones the ones that the hags at? No.
Mhm.
Mlashna is where there was a hag that some members of the party have encountered and murdered already. But it sounds like there is a second, more dangerous hag in this province.
Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track of my notes. Like the Crypt of Burning Fingers, that's near the swamps of Zarvnia.
That's near the swamp of Mlashna.
Oh,
and
Mosh.
Tortellini has explained that he already knows where the entrance is. It seems to be like not a hidden thing. It's a known thing in this province.
Did we get where the hag was then?
Yeah, it's between Mushna and
Stormseye,
yeah.
a city to the north. A city where
Is that where you're from, Olena?
It is. Sorry,
All
once
right.
again, my Zoom is cutting in and out, so I don't know what's happening really. But yes, my family is in Stormside.
Oh god,
All right,
I think
well-
she's raging again.
No, it is easy. Here's what I'm thinking. I think, we go make our plan. We give Mr. Tortellini here some time to collect our reward for the services already provided, and then we come back and we can let him know what we think about doing. Is that everyone okay with that?
Tortellini, do you need a duck note so that you don't forget to get this figured out for us?
I'm not in need of a duck note. I'm afraid.
Can I have a duck note just to have one?
I give you a duck note.
Thank you. I write my name on it and I put it on. Hello, my name is
Like your
Olena.
own name.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Comrade.
Bravo.
If found, return to.
Yeah. Return to.
Listen, friends. I can't promise that I'll be here at home if you need to decide before coming back for supplies. I have supplies ready to give you now if you let me know what direction you're going to go in. Otherwise, I need to spend the rest of the day working with the sheriff and the rest of the town council so I can protect this town.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
burning fingers makes the most sense because
Yeah.
we
Can
can't
I-
do the other one until we go to the drag show with our book. And we don't need your help with that, Tortellini. But also, our friend Duck here has a connection with the professors at that smart people place, and they seem to know things about burning people's fingers. So I think that should be where we go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to the burning fingers. If you have stuff for us to help, then
So
we
we're
will
just
by all
gonna
means.
leave the basket.
Tortellini says, "Wait right here. I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves."
We're going to leave the what? Did you say?
We're not gonna rescue the bad skin lady. I mean, I have moisturizer I could give her.
Oh, the hag.
We
I
could
think-
do her at some other point.
I
On the
feel like
way?
those are
Is she
like
on the
the
way?
same thing. Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause they're
we
close
could
to
knock
each
both
other.
out with one, you know?
I'm
I
a
was about to say
storyteller. I'm not a
something.
geographer. I don't know.
Well, I
I'm a
mean,
geographer and I'm not.
I think we can do the first two things. The crypt will have to wait till after the drag show is what
Yeah.
And do we want to leave for that today? I assume I'm not going to make the fight. That's
You know,
okay with
there's-
me. My
there's
friends will be
something-
on me for it later, but
I did want to check up on the Shepherd's Respite. That story about the people disappearing upstairs kind of was alarming to me. I'm not sure if.
and we want to find the faceless
Oh yeah, they're around somewhere too.
in this town.
Is Tortellini still sweating, or did he calm down?
He's gone. I think.
Well,
Calm
yeah.
down. He went to get supplies.
So it'll be even
He was
sweatier.
boiling. He was in boiling water for a long time.
I mean, he
Oh, look,
forgot
my
to
internet
reward.
connection
I
is
think he's on
unstable.
drugs.
Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, we were supposed to get paid for this. But...
Yeah, forgetfulness, you said, is one of the signs.
Oh yeah.
Should we tie him to a chair and see if he withdraws?
Oh, that's aggressive. I suppose we could do it.
Oh,
though.
whoa, friend. Aggressive?
I mean, I've only killed what's attacked me first, right? In my defense.
I'm an impressionable youth. I just pick up on what I see others do.
How old are you?
What is an age?
Like
But a number. And what is a number but written on a piece of paper? And when was paper invented? Who knows?
okay.
I'm 34.
Tortellini comes back with items in hand, and he leans towards Olena and Milo to deliver them. He says, "Here are some torches. Here's a vial of holy water. You can use it once with something terrible and undead. And here are a couple of wooden stakes, just in case. It is a crypt, after all."
Okay, so it sounds like we're gonna be fighting some sort of supernatural creature. Do you know something about this place that we should know?
My scouts tell me the area is full of undead. It's by those wicked swamps, and it's in a crypt. So
Put on.
yeah.
I was gonna say, wait, it's not me this time. No, Matt.
Bats, rats.
The scouts
and,
tell me something very important.
I think I have a tattoo that I need to get that helps me do extra damage against vampires. That's what I was going to say. That's what I'm so excited about.
You should probably
Oh.
get that done now before you leave Zadash. There's a tattoo artist at the Black Arms. I'll see you back here in a day or two. May Paylor be with you all.
When Gilmore leans in to give them
No,
the stuff.
not Gilmore.
Not Gilmore,
Tortellini.
sorry. Tortellini leans in to give them the stuff. Does he have anything interesting on him?
Give me a perception check, and then give me some more detail about where you're looking on him.
How tall is he?
He's like about 6 foot tall. He's got bald, very stocky.
He'll probably waist down.
Yeah, you haven't looked inside his pockets, but you can assume from whatever bulge that it's probably his house keys or coins or something like that.
Do I see his keys with the 2? Yeah.
No, you can't identify what keys are, or
Okay.
you can't identify what's in his pockets at all. Then
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna be fighting some sort of undead creature, maybe even a vampire, based on the ominous provision of these stakes from someone. So, maybe I should go talk to the Temple of Pelor, see if they can help us with anything. I mean,
Do you have enough money?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it cost me an arm and a leg last time they helped, but I don't know. Maybe
I
someone
have
more
money.
helpful's around. I don't want to have to spend money to help people when that's kind of Pelor's whole thing is helping people. So maybe they could, I don't know, give us a weapon or something to help.
Yeah, I want to get
down.
this mark of Modric tattooed on me.
Okay.
First of all, because I think it would be pretty sexy. Second of all, because
Where are you gonna get it? Eye tattoos
a-
are really in these days.
that sounds awful.
An eye tattoo? Okay.
No, like around the eye, like kind of
No, I am a noble woman, so I can't really do that. It would nice to be just like a little secret, that only I know. I'm making very emotive faces right now, but you can't see me because I thought this might help.
Middle of the lower back type area.
Ooh, little tramp stamp to fight vampires.
That's not a tramp stamp. If you're noble, it'd be a noble stamp.
I have to go on video just this.
Yeah, exactly like that. No, I don't know. I'll see. But that's how I want to prep. Are we still talking to Tortellini, or have we left him?
Tortellini's gone, and yeah,
thank
you're just
God.
talking
Okay.
on his.
Oh,
on his
before
student.
Tortellini left,
Yes.
I would like to give him my note.
What does your note say?
Ernie, if I may call you that. Here, I think you should take this to your council. It might be a good first step. And it's a list. And it's very well organized. And this list is in order of cheapest drug to most expensive drug. So you have your vintage, you can have 13 puffs and 2 snorts and you're fine. Dragon, 3 dabs and 16 washes and you're fine. Rainbow, it depends on the colors. Visage, not controllable but watchable and treatable, no cops. Snowflake, they're all different. Icicles, stay away from that if that comes to town, because you need to take all those people and just put them on an island. Steak, it's good if you burn it, and if you have blood involved, it's harmless. If you embed it in the heart, that's basically pest control. Red, that's literally healing. So what's wrong with you? Some drugs are good. And then nuts, they are the most expensive, but you just be gentle most of the time with that. So based on what I've observed, Kife probably falls somewhere between Snowflake and Icicles. So it's definitely controllable, but it's a mid-range drug. So I don't think you're going to have a lot of issues with it if you do control it and tax it. And then you can make a lot of money because it doesn't cost that much to produce. And you give it to the schools. Oh, also, Cuddle Muddle. And I'll just say that and stop. And watch for a reaction.
Ernie turns to Milo and Elena and says, you have a party member that knows a lot about drugs.
They're extremely helpful.
I'm sure that will come useful on your travels. And I think we're done today, and you can go cuddle someone else. Good day. And he turns and shuts the door behind.
Remember that we saved your son. Okay. Well,
kind of
right?
Rude.
Very, too diplomatic, one might say. Like, come on.
Why are we helping him?
It's more like helping the city as a whole, unfortunately. We have to keep that in, like, the big picture,
That's a good point, Elena. Yeah. Just helping the folks.
I'm pretty sure he got angry when we talked about the cat.
Oh yeah, he did kind of storm off that maybe there's something involved. I really want to follow up on what that cat told me, by the way.
Because the cat's mom hates him.
Yeah, the cat hates him. And then they were disappearing in the shepherd's respite. What's up with that?
That was sex upstairs, but we can check that out if you need to.
Are you sure? Okay.
It's an orphanage.
I'm sorry, there's a cat having sex in an orphanage?
Yeah, wait, I'm also confused.
There was a cat that was in the place, and naturally Milo spoke with animals to it and learned that the shepherd's respite, its owner goes upstairs, disappears for a little bit. So maybe it is sex. I did not make that connection at all.
Interplanar travel is what I'm thinking.
That was I was like, D&D, they're going somewhere.
But it could be interplanar travel to have sex.
That's it.
Could be anything.
I'm asking, I'd like to know if the party would like to split up, because it sounds like there are different tasks that people are pursuing, and if so, who's doing what, and then we can roleplay each bit.
Oh, Lena, do you need that tattoo or?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to go do.
Elena, I'm fascinated about where a noble woman would get a tattoo on. Could we, if you want somebody to come with you, I could, come and we can create this story about the cat sex orphanage, and then maybe we could go talk to Professor Podemos after that.
Yeah, that sounds good. And your friend, maybe anthropology department? Do you think we should do that?
That's Professor. That's Professor.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know. He and Milo may not. Maybe better to keep those two separated. I mean,
right? They don't see eye to eye.
He's a broad thinker and has a lot of interesting ideas.
And Milo is very short.
Yeah.
What the hell, guys? I'm right here.
Oh. Milo.
Sorry, Milo. Headphones.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, but yes, that sounds great. Let's do that.
So Elena and Duck to the Black Arms, and then to Professor Podemos at the university. What are Milo and Aisling doing?
We're gonna go to the orphanage and watch the adult show.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, we can start at the orphanage, and then there was something else.
Do we need to find somebody in the Faceless Man?
No, we need to go to
the drag show. Yeah,
we can find them at the drag show.
Okay.
Or we could find them here, but I mean,
if that's already on our schedule, it's already on our schedule.
It's penciled in. We got it.
Maybe, yeah. If you want to go shopping,
I think I do want to see if I can get something
at Paylor.
Yeah. Well, there's like a certain sword for paladins that really helps against undead. I want to see if they have one laying around I could borrow for a bit.
Okay, so Elena and Duck are going to the Black Arms and then to meet Professor Podemos. Meanwhile, Milo and Aisling are going to the orphanage and then to go shopping for Church of Paylor.
Yeah, just seeing if I'm trying to find this name of the sword that I saw it the other day. I was like, ooh, that'd be cool.
So Elena, the tattooist at the Black Arms is someone you know. It's someone named the Warden, and it's going to take about 2 hours to get the tattoo. So we don't have to role play that. We can just say that you'll sit there. You can tell us where you want it, and it'll be done after 2 hours. Yeah, it's permanent, and it's permanent.
Is it indecent for a noble woman to get a tattoo on like her thigh?
You play Elena however you want.
Or do I want it like on my shoulder, like, you know?
Aisling, do you have that music box?
Yeah.
Can I borrow it?
You can keep it. I don't particularly need it. I'm a salesperson by nature.
Your explanation and breakdown of the candy of the world was phenomenally done, and the fact that you fit it on such a small piece of paper.
I'm a tiny hand. I have tiny hands.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The paper was larger than me, so.
It's actually just like one of those big Post-it pads for like meetings that came out of my bag.
So yeah, I'll give you the box before we split up.
DM, is one thing with that box, is it a one-time use only, or is it
once per day, resets at dawn?
Okay, so it is once per day.
Once per day, resets at dawn. It gives everybody within a 30-foot radius who is willingly listening +1 to charisma checks, but for a whole hour.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, including enemies.
Ooh, I'm willing to listen.
So after Elena gets the tattoo, they hop over to University Village, where Duck knows where the Department of Anthropology is. And yes, even though it is a Sonntag, it is a weekend, Professor Podemos is in his lab, just as Duck always remembers that this instructor do on the weekends. Professor Podemos is kind of a fussy character. He's a little bit taller than Milo, but shorter than Elena, so just over 4.5 foot tall. He's got a kind of a bowler hat, a big fluffy mustache, and thick rimmed eyeglasses. And when Duck and Elena approaches, Podemos is busily scribbling something with different colored ink into a book. He looks up at the two of you and says, "Hola, ¿qué tal?" as he rubs his eyes.
Bien, you said?
Friend, you just put pink and blue all over your face.
Yes, I have this problem all the time, Duck.
What are you so intensely working on over there?
Just writing things down, writing the things that have been happening all weekend. The town council and I are voting on a big proposal in a few days, and Tiziano and Ernie are changing my mind. Professor then extends his arm out to Elena and says, "Mucho gusto, Professor Podemos. And your name?"
She gets very shy when she meets new people. We like to call her comrade when she does this.
I fully am losing it. I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Okay. Sorry, my internet connection is unstable, despite the fact that everything else is connected. What did he say? What did he ask me?
Comrade Elena. This is Comrade Elena. You're both taller than me.
God, why am I so tall? My name is Elena Kesk, Professor.
Elena Kesk, mucho gusto. You're from the wine family, yes?
So, Professor Podemos, you have to stop asking your questions so directly. She freezes.
I see.
Damn it!
You don't look her family in the eye. They will stab you.
Yes, they are a family of nobles.
Fearsome. I'm gonna try and join on my phone, I guess. I don't fucking know anymore.
Doc, so you brought a friend here to the university on a song tag, so this must be important. What can I help you with?
Well, two things really. One is, don't let the man convince you to change your mind so easily. I mean...
Don't we want him to change his mind?
I don't... Now you speak?
Well, here's the thing. I can't control when I speak and when I don't speak. The gods have their ways, and I just follow them.
So, Doc, I'm not...
I just feel like we're just having such an extreme reaction to this. And I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm not. But I just, I think that we need to, before we just go all super right-wing on this, just calm down a little bit, think it through.
Actually, that's what I was thinking, is that we need to calm down and collect more evidence before we decide. But Ernie Tortellini and Tiziano Feinberg-Farfalle are very convincing. They know many people who are greatly affected by the kite, especially in the arts district and even in the suburbs. From my point of view as a professor, it's only the second week of the semester. I'm not seeing that much kite use, if at all. I'm not even sure what all the symptoms and signs are of it. And besides, everyone back in my day was known to do a little something on the side. How did you think I got my degree after all?
Yes, it's all about knowing your limitation. I need to introduce you to a new friend that I made. His name is Aisling, and he can put the information to such a concise little small written package. And I think it's just all about regulation. It's just all about knowing your limits. Just, and getting rid of the bad people. Just the bad vibes.
I agree. I'm actually inclined to think that it's the folks in the arts district who don't know their limits, and the rest of us might be able to handle it quite well. With a little bit of regulation, why not have more kites in the city of Zadaxi?
Yeah. They're pushing their opinions on us, is what they're doing. It sounds like, but so I'm just saying. I mean, we want to do the right thing for the right reason. We just need to think it through a little bit, and they seem very pushy.
I would also like to do the right thing.
Are you calling me pushy?
No. The pasta.
My counter proposal.
No, absolutely.
My counter proposal to Tortellini and Feinberg-Farfalle was that we do a widespread survey of each of the districts of Zadaxi, including the suburbs. And
Surveys never get the traction that you think they're going to get. They never collect the number of people.
We do some stratified sampling. We make sure we have people from every race and every age fully represented in the sample. And after we collect that data, which I know will take 3 or 4 weeks, then we can analyze the data, which I know will take another 3 or 4 weeks. then I'll be able to decide whether I should vote yes on this proposal.
This is why nothing ever gets done in this city, because you think you all need all the data in the world. Why don't we just go kill the bad people, see what happens to the Kaif trade after that, and then
do we need this? Do we
from
need
there.
this resolution to be able to go kill the bad people? I mean, it seems yesterday that we can kill the bad people with or without
we're going
it.
to do that.
Duck and Elena, could you both make competing persuasion checks, please?
Oh, am I fighting against Duck? I missed the entirety of this argument, so I have no idea what's going on.
Well, Duck has
Great.
been convincing Professor to vote no, and Elena has been convincing the Professor to vote yes. So one of you will be more convincing.
I will stress that I'm trying to convince him to withhold making judgment.
Okay.
Not
Withhold making judgment.
Not say no, per
Which-
se, but just like to not jump to, like to not let other people push him to make a decision. Like he's a smart man.
Mm-hmm.
15.
19.
I don't know what I'm convincing him to do, so...
19. He said, you do have a point, Doc, and I've known you so much longer. I trust your judgment on this. I'm going to need a little bit more evidence. So, I don't know. I heard from Ernie there were some do-gooders that were going to take care of the Kaifs, the Kaif golems in the Arts District. Did that actually happen this morning?
That would be us.
Yes.
Oh, and you came back in one piece, so I guess you succeeded.
Yes.
Okay, so there is a correlation between effort and success.
Who would have guessed?
You've been very convincing. I'm so glad that you stopped by today. I will take some more time to consider this proposal before I vote on it in a few days.
Lovely.
Thank you for stopping by. That was.
Wait. I think. While we're looking for evidence and doing our part to contribute, I was wondering if you were familiar with something called the Crypt of Burning Fingers.
Oh, yes, I am familiar with the Crypt of Burning Fingers. It sits on a little bit of a plain in between two swampy areas in the province of the Seven Sisters. If you go a little bit north of Mlashina, it's not so far from the city of Paranch, which is to the east. It's on the shores. You may have visited there, actually, Doc, not too long ago. But I don't know if you visited the Crypt itself. It's much more inland than a big city like Paranch.
Do you know how to access it?
There is a door, and you walk inside.
Do you know how to find it?
There is actually a visible walking path that will take you directly there. As far as I can tell, it's not guarded or anything. It's fairly known.
That seems
Dangerous
too easy.
inside that you know of? Yeah, like any...
Yes. If I were to go there, I would arm myself with something anti-bat, anti-spider. The critters are everywhere. And because it's a crypt, I would assume there's at least one or two mummies and skeletons in there. Do you have a cleric in your party or paladin, perhaps?
Usually. No, yes, we have a paladin.
Okay. I need to find out more about you, Goldfoots or Vanguard. You have two or three names, I hear.
Just the Virlinian Vanguard, although Milo Goldfoot is part of the group, so you'd be correct there.
Okay, thank you for correcting me. And he kind of grins at you. He looks up at you a little bit and he kind of grins at you. Oh, the smart one, I see. The diplomat.
Yeah.
He is
What can I
extremely
say?
diplomatic.
When I can hear people, I'm very diplomatic.
Muy bien.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Is there anything else that we could use?
Some time. Time is of the essence. Essence? Time is of the essence. So, please come back with whatever you can find down there. And if there are any baddies associated with the coil of mayhem, do take them out or bring them to justice.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, the coil is not good for business, especially university business.
Why?
Oh,
Just wondering.
They're into plagiarism, and I'm very anti-plagiarism.
Oh, of course you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
the lack of ingenuity of some of these modern-day students who buy extra money just to cheat on exams. It's very frustrating as a faculty
Oh,
member.
they hire Coil of Mayhem members to take their tests for them?
Something like that, yes. You can imagine.
Okay.
Emily's
I mean,
like,
I didn't go to university, so obviously I don't get why this is so important. But yes,
It's-
okay,
it's
yeah,
only
we'll
cheating
take
if
them
you get
out.
caught.
Exactly.
all right, well, may Paylor, Tiamat, Ilmater, whatever gods you pray to, be with you. Good luck in that crypt, Duck and Bolena. Nice to meet you both. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, friend. Oh, can you draw me a map of where to find that path?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
And he hands you a hastily written thing on a piece of paper with very straightforward directions.
Is there a compass rose on this?
There's no compass on it, but Duck, you recognize the area enough to know it would take about 4.5 hours to get there. So if you'd like to get there with a little bit of sunlight, you really need to leave within an hour. If you want to get there at night, you can do some other things in Zadaxi before you leave.
Mucho gusto, gracias, adios.
Hasta luego.
Wait, one more question. Sorry.
Yes, Doc. Always with the questions. Yes.
Very useful question.
Yeah.
What is the vote on specifically again?
On creating a task force to look into kite issues in the city.
Can you offer? A suggestion of an amended, vote?
What? Tell me more.
Like a task force on control and regulation instead.
Why is that a good idea?
Because it's just not so black or white in the situation.
Make another persuasion check, please. He's pondering.
Not as divisive an issue.
9.
More willing to go on board because, taking sides. Aw.
Well, as I said, I need more evidence. So come back from the crypt, come back from whatever you're doing, and if you have some evidence that could sway me in either direction, I will listen to you, Doc. I trust your judgment. I've known you as a student for so long now. You kind of need to graduate, but I do trust your judgment.
What is graduation but a piece of paper? And what is a piece of paper other than just something things are written on?
Well,
anyways, it's good to see you.
Adios, hasta luego, ciao. And he shuts his door, and leaving the two of you to walk back to wherever you're meeting your two colleagues.
Can I, right before we change, as we're leaving, I'm just going to look over at Elena and smile and say, I think that went really well, don't you? Comrade?
Duh.
Yes, I think that went very well. No, it didn't go very well. Why do these people keep asking us for evidence, despite the fact that we've taken out many different avenues of Kaif and we've discovered many different things about Kaif in the city? I don't know. I know that this isn't all about Kaif and that Kaif isn't necessarily a bad thing all the time, but clearly something is wrong with how the system is working. So now I'm just getting angry about it. So I'd like to kill something.
Love it.
I just am going to minor illusion a chicken for her.
Yes, I kick it.
Your foot goes through it, but do you feel better?
I do.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have said. I mean, I haven't seen the negatives. Like I've seen the negative people. I've seen the troll yesterday was not, or earlier today was not, friendly in those fucking chickens. But
I really need to know the backstory about these chickens.
You heard a little bit of it when I was,
of course, I did.
When we were resting, and it's cluckula. It's cluckula, and there's things that are embarrassing and infuriating, and just soon. I've only known you for like 12 hours, but soon.
Absolutely, your experiences valid. The way you share them also valid. What were we talking about?
Oh, sorry. No. I'm not trying to go.
Yeah, no, it's
like I'm not trying to go against what you all are trying to achieve, but I can tell that Milo feels very passionate about it. I just get very concerned and uncomfortable when we try to go to all of these extremes. It's this or it's that, or it's one way or it's another way. Like sometimes there just needs to be a middle ground, and we just need to understand each other a little bit better and have a little bit better conversation, deal with the crappy people, but you know, is it truly the object that did it to us, or is it the people that peddled the bad object to us? Right? Like sometimes bad things can be helpful if used in the right moderation. I have heard about this one like natural substance that can actually help you get over through like some trauma. And I probably should take it because of the whole chicken thing. But you know what? It's hard to find because people get.
You want me to minor illusion a chicken so you can kick it? I can't do that, but I would if you needed it.
No, it's the thought that counts.
Okay. And I agree with you. It's the people at the end of the day. Whereas you have not seen the bad parts of Kaif. We have, and it has directly, you know, affected members of our family. And I think, I don't know, maybe if we saw some proof, I guess proof is important, some evidence that it can help people, I would be more convinced to maybe take a middle ground here. As of now, it's the people first, certainly. We have to get rid of the people who are peddling this. And I think once we go from there, once we see, you know, what the market is like after that, we might be able to make some decisions on. But general marketing, I mean, it would be interesting to be able to change that vote to be a more broad focus for the council. So I also am not disagreeing with you. That's the problem at the end of the day.
You're so easy to talk to, Elena, comrade, friend.
Yes, it's especially easy when I can't respond to anybody because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Let's go kick some chickens.
Let's go kick some chickens.
All right, so as the two of you make your way back to your meeting point, Aisling and Milo were busy at the Shepherd's Respite, where on a weekend day, everybody is currently engaged in cleaning up the place. You see many of the orphans, as well as the two owners, sweeping floors and doing some mopping, wiping down plates, putting them back into cabinets. The front doors are wide open, so you can hear and see all the noise that's going on at the restaurant. It seemed to be like a very busy afternoon.
Do we see a cat?
What?
Do we see a cat?
You currently do not see a cat, but you do see Grayson Gilly from the city of Hazelwood, who was recently an orphan, and she's there with the dog with the yellow hat, also pitching in to do some cleaning around the orphanage.
Oh, hey there, Grayson.
Grayson looks up at you and says, "Oh yeah, you all from Hazelwood. I'm doing better."
Good. Walk past.
Yeah.
I do not remember the two people's names because it was a year ago for probably a 10-minute conversation.
Mm-hmm.
History check? I don't know.
It's I'll tell you. It's Rangarim and his wife, who's a dwarf, and his wife Hamilana, who's also a dwarf.
Gotcha. Where's my pen? Rangarim. All right. Oh, hey there.
Yeah, they wave at you and say, "Oh yeah, our friend, our one of our best friends, Milo Goldfoot," and both of them come over to you. The wife comes over to you first and tries to give you like a bear hug, and Rangarim is walking over, his head up in the air, coming over to shake your hand, Milo. They're both shorter than you, actually.
So, yeah, heard some interesting stuff about the place. Do you know the cat's owner, Cuddle Muddle's owner, was named Iker? I-K-E-R.
Oh, Old Lady Ica? Yes, we do know Old Lady Ica. What about her? That nosy fusspot in the Arts District?
Well, I'm not going to disclose the source, but someone told me that she was messing about in the upstairs. Do you mind if I take a look?
She came upstairs into the respite?
Yeah, oh yeah. You mind if I take a look?
No, not at all. By all means. And your friend?
Oh, this is Aisling. They're helping.
Hi, Aisling. Rangarin steps forward, and you can get a good look at him. He's a mountain dwarf, grayish skin, his huge, bushy gray beard, and he holds his head high, like carries a sense of honor with him. His wife is Amalana. She wears a very tight corset that's made of leather. It's like all her body is like busting out from all the things that she's wearing. She's got very colorful earrings, not like upper class. Like you can tell they don't have a lot of money, and thick Barney Rubble like legs and feet. You can also see that she carries an axe on the pack behind her, presumably for farm work and housework and things like that. So Rangarim and Amalana introduce themselves to you, Aisling, turn back to Milo and say, yeah, go right ahead, go upstairs. There's nothing to see there but the other bedrooms.
Okay.
Aisling?
Just gonna look around for anything out of ordinary.
Milo, you can make a perception check. Aisling, is it? How are you finding your time in Zadash so far?
It's been good. We've met. By the way,
Yeah.
Don't
Thank you so much for bringing Grayson the other day. She is a wonder and getting along so well with the rest of the orphans.
Was that only like a day or two?
2 days ago, yeah.
But yeah, things are great. It's a fine city. I don't know how you all deal with all of the rampant drug use with the children around, but
Well, we try to keep them indoors when weird things are happening. Like last night, did you hear what happened in the Arts District? There was that crazy carousel spinning around making weird music.
Yeah, we fixed that.
You did? You're so helpful, aren't you, little one?
I am, and also you are tiny.
Yeah, we're all kind of in the same boat, so to speak, aren't we?
Nothing up there out of the ordinary. I come back.
Yeah, Milo, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Same. You expected to see like pallets on the floor for where people were sleeping, very small, humble bookshelves and chests with people's clothing and things like that. You really don't notice anything out of the ordinary up there.
While he's up there searching, I'll keep conversing with them. But you know, I'm new to this whole plane, really. And I'm trying to gather notes on customs and things that I could bring back to my home. How often do you and your husband have sex?
Rangarim doesn't seem offended by this, but Amalana definitely seems offended by this, and she kind of flips around and says, "I never," and walks back into the building. Rangarim then kind of glares at you. Aisling smiles, and then turns around to follow his wife back into the building.
Do they go upstairs?
They do go upstairs. From what you can tell, the front door is still open.
There you go. Milo, I figured it out.
All right, it down. Just...
Do they pass each other in the stairwell?
Yeah, from what you can tell, they're walking upstairs together.
Do I get the impression they're about to have sex?
You can make an insight check if you wish on the hand holding. Yes, if you would like.
Natural 20 on that insight.
Natural
check.
20. You get the sense that it's more about tenderness and intimacy and the need to be held, and not so much about the act of sex.
They're about to make love. Okay.
And also get away from all of the children that they're around all the time.
All right.
So Milo
the others...
gets
Go ahead.
back
Sorry.
down to Aisling. Is like, oh yeah, they're about to bone. And do you want to come to the temple with me? I just want to see if they have anything that can help out potentially, or we can get scooting. I don't care either way.
Milo, you can type in the chat what items you're looking for, so we don't have to roleplay that, but we can have your characters all meet and discuss what it is they'd like to do today. But you can also type in the chat so we can move that part along.
Oh, Milo's getting a little frisky there.
I'm
Milo's
going
asking for big things.
It's either a Holy Avenger or a Mason.
Giving you options.
You know, one is a legendary item and the other is a rare item.
Elena, that tattoo that you got, which was beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
I couldn't.
It's on the
see
back of
that.
my shoulder.
Oh yes. It was
Very
a little
high
too
up.
high. A little too high for me. Did you have to provide them something for that?
Yeah, I had something. I don't really. It was similarly. Jesus Christ. It was again a year ago for Emily, but I have the mark of Modric in my bag. I assume that. Jesus fuck. Okay.
Can I make a persuasion check to bring that down to like 400 gold?
Yeah. Well,
It fails.
let's try. Jeez Louise.
So I think I got a paper.
I was really hoping for a 1 just for fun.
Sorry.
15's not bad.
I was hoping for a 1.
$1,950 gold instead. So. I can't rent a Mace of Disruption and bring it back.
Do they have a
the
holy
Church of
button that we
the
could just
The
fill up
Church of
spots?
Palor does not do rentals nor layaway.
Well, shoot. I should have known they're outrageously expensive.
Elena, while we head back
Ah,
to that predetermined place that we set with our friends that we were going
Yes,
to meet
definitely
them
the Black Arms. Yep.
at, I just need to stop by a mail carrier, just very briefly, if that's okay.
Certainly. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know that there is a sort of a post office area in University Village District, very close to the university.
I'm going to go and I'm going to take out my slippers. And I'm going
Your slippers or whose slippers?
The slipper, like they're my slippers now.
The slippers that were once worn by
Like they had like
Pushpa,
the fake
Jaisalmer,
jewels and
Mallory.
stuff on them. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just going to package them very nicely into a little box, and I'm going to mail it off.
To?
I'm sorry.
To whom?
To the person I normally mail things to. I'll send it
What
to
do you
you.
mean? Who are
Okay.
those slippers going to? Elena
Oh,
says. You
just
don't
a-
have to tell me, but okay. I
Just
figured.
a friend.
Okay.
Are they magical
Okay.
slippers? Do I know if they're magical slippers?
You never detected. Okay.
Well, I'm not magical, so I can't do that anyway. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll be here. I'm just flipping around.
What's happening over there? She's just barreling down a mountain right now.
Oh God.
All right, so off we go. Prices in this town are just outrageous. I mean, my word.
Mhm. I tried to talk them down, but a holy weapon, I charge you money for it.
You know, heroes and all, you'd think they'd give us a little something, but all right, here we go.
Yeah,
Wow,
back
wow.
home we don't have this problem.
Back home, like in the Feywild,
Yeah,
should we go there and try and buy a holy weapon?
well, we could go back, but it's gonna be harder now that we closed our portal.
Is that how you got in here?
Me? No.
Oh, how'd you do it?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Okay. I'll have to take your word for it. Oh, there's Elena and Duck.
The funny thing is, Elena and Milo, like both your characters, like have secrets and stuff, and Elena and Milo simply don't care. They're just like, oh great, more people on our team, cool.
Yeah.
So I just think that's funny. I want to know.
It's so
but-
wholesome.
I don't actually know how I got here. I just am here.
Oh shit.
There was
Oh,
probably
hi.
a portal
Hi,
at some
everybody.
point.
I imagine, or yeah, you just fell through. into
Is
this-
Elena's tattoo visible now to the rest of our party?
No, it's just on my back.
Okay.
On the back of my left shoulder.
Is Elena like a very conservatively dressed barbarian?
No, but she's a noblewoman, and her parents don't know she's a barbarian. So she like dresses a little more freely here. She did just get a new dress that was immediately ruined.
Washed and ruined again.
But
Yes.
When like as we're walking up there, like when they first see us, like I'm going to minor illusion, like just very intricate eye tattoo
oh yes,
on
great.
Elena.
Thank you.
Leia.
That's great
What
idea.
Leia's not with you.
Elena.
Oh,
On me.
Elena. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did it, y'all. She did it. She committed.
Wow, you look great, Olena. I have to go see what we did with the horse and cart.
I'm going to, as we walk up, druid craft a holy avenger into Milo's hands.
Oh, this will be good one day when I come across a vast sum of money. My God, 170,000.
What a beautiful stick you have in your hand, Milo.
Oh, one day it'll be the real deal, Duck.
No, really, I think it's a twig.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we have not sold enough Kaif to afford a holy avenger.
maybe we're in the wrong line of work, eh?
Mid-campaign.
Mhm.
Hey,
We're
what if
full
we
on knife
actually...
dealers now.
Yeah, come to find out, Milo is just leading us down this wild goose chase because he's a massive, Kaif dealer druggie.
Oh yeah, we got to go kill these guys now. Definitely not my competition.
Talk about plot twist.
We have our horse still, right? Or no? Is that gone?
No, and that was a rental
Oh, so
from
that's
Hazelward.
weird.
Yeah.
But we draw the line at overpowered weapons. Okay.
Well, you tried.
So did you all figure out what happened in cat sex den?
Oh yeah, they're just boning a bunch or something. I'm not sure. Maybe the girls creeping. I have no idea. But
do we need to call the authorities?
Maybe. Are we
No.
the authorities? I mean,
We are. I think we're officially deputized.
Oh yeah, we could.
No, we haven't gone to orientation yet.
Or badges.
Oh.
We could make badges.
I say, does anyone know what the badges look like? I bet you I could make one.
Oh, I've never seen them before. I don't think.
Duck would know what they look like. They're white with a blue background. Because you've seen other towns guard wear them.
Who wants to do arts and crafts tonight?
Oh sure.
Sounds great.
How long does it take to get to this crypt?
All right.
Like
We should probably
4.5
do
hours.
No, let's get scooting.
Oh yeah, are we going there right now?
Yeah, maybe we make camp outside of the...
We did find out it's a beautiful path, not very traveled. There's no locks. There's nothing bad, really.
Okay.
Which is worrying.
Which is
I
very
think that's,
worrying.
Ominous,
No.
yeah.
No, I always take Professor's words for everything at face value. If he says it's fine, then let's go. It'll be fine.
It probably is. What he didn't say is that it's fine on the inside.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we got these ominous stakes for like a vampire or something, so I suppose there's something crazy.
He did say probably there'd be mummies,
Oh.
spiders,
Uh-huh.
roly-polies.
Possibly undead things.
So no dragon?
No dragon. No vampire.
We must have been on drugs.
I mean, they could use a rebranding or something. I think burning fingers is kind of like, points towards something using fire, not a mummy, So this is all being said as we waddle down the road towards wherever this is.
I do think it would be really, really cool if maybe when we got there, we had slept.
Oh, you guys want to sleep here? I mean, we could just rent a place, sleep, go there in the morning.
I think I would be most helpful tomorrow.
Yeah, that makes sense. I figured we would sleep outside and take watches. But yes. Might as
We
well
can
sleep in the bed.
sleep
while we're out.
wherever, but I'm feeling
Yeah, and if we encounter anything on the road, we don't want to
3/4 of the way
feel bad.
down.
Did we get?
Yeah, if I had to quantify it into some sort of game, I would say I have about one first level spell slot to about one second level spell slot. But again, this is real life, so If you don't know what I'm talking about, then that's fine.
I don't have any of those 3s left.
Nap time then?
Nap time.
Do we have enough stuff for tomorrow? Do we think?
I mean,
All I
have
have
you
is
seen the
myself.
prices in this town? I feel like we'll just get bent over backwards or something for trying to buy anything, you know. So let's just go and see what happens.
Oh.
I mean,
Are you thinking of something
have
specific?
don't most temples have like bowls of holy water we could just go dip a canteen in?
I mean, knowing this Pelor temple, they'll probably charge us 50 gold for a bottle of that stuff, but we can ask. Can we say we asked?
Yeah.
When we were there.
And
Asking
they
for
would
a
allow
holy
it.
pitcher.
They would. Do you have an empty bottle, Milo?
Milo will. Doesn't he have the empty bottle of the Milo like special vintage?
I think you might. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So you fill that with holy water.
Yeah.
Okay. We can say you have four uses of the holy water in that bottle.
All right, 4 uses of holy water. Here we go. Maybe the Holy Avenger next time he looks at the head paladin or whoever he asked, and he kind of shimmies away as he walks away.
So if the party is taking a long rest at the Black Arms, it is 10 gold to stay the night there. You haven't paid for this night yet. And then if the Duck should decide whether Duck is staying in the dormitory or with the rest of the party.
How big is the dormitory? Could the party just stay there with me?
No, it's a room for one.
Even 3 small creatures.
Three small creatures.
I could just stay at the Black Arms by
even with
myself.
one of those creatures doesn't actually have to stay in that room.
Milo's gonna tell the barkeep, "Don't worry, our stay's on Ernie again," and walk up like he owns the place.
Because I have a
Make a persuasion check to Zahis at disadvantage.
I am hissing at Zahis as you say this, so I think that evens out the disadvantage.
What are you hissing?
Just
yes, at disadvantage.
Guidance.
I'll just pass him 10 gold while they're having this conversation.
So
No, but I want
Zahis
to
guidance
know
is an
that.
extra 4, right?
and allows the whole party
Yeah.
to go upstairs. So it sounds like Duck is with the party, and you're all staying together at the Black Arms.
What did you make?
9 plus 5 is 14, plus my guidance is a 1, so 15.
Zahis looks at you, Milo, and says, "Okay, I'll make sure the water is at least a little warm this time."
Yep, and we don't owe you 10 gold because it's covered by Ernie Tortellini, like I said. And then continue going up the stairs. And we get a full rest.
Salute up to him.
Okay. So,
Do we get a long rest?
Yeah, so we can say you can go ahead and take that long rest. And when you wake up, it will be Montag, the last day of the month.
and that's Monday in German.
Sure is.
Or
whatever
what?
that
Or
language
Virlinian,
is.
or whatever
Yeah.
we are.
At some point during the night,
Yes.
I think we need a tattoo fashion show.
I feel like Milo would be patting Elena on the back a bunch, not knowing that she got a tattoo on the back.
Oh,
Like, it's great to see
Are you telling me
again,
to strip?
Elena.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't remember. Matt, what does the Mark of Modric look like? I have no recollection.
It looks
Is it
like
a guy's
a
face?
man's. It looks like a man's face. This is a famous warrior from Virlinia who slayed a bunch of vampires by himself.
Is he handsome?
I
Yes.
personally would say 3 out of 10, but most Virlinians would say he's up there.
Okay.
A minor
Working.
illusion, like it's like his face is moving and it's going blah blah blah.
He's got long blonde hair, and it's all
It's
parted
black
in
and
the
white.
middle.
I wouldn't get a color tattoo. I'd just get a black and white tattoo.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, the
no
actual
preference.
mark that's on you is just black.
Okay. But he
Yeah,
has
no,
long
not even
blonde
white,
hair.
just black. Mm-hmm.
He's Legolas. Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
I will show it off.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I patted you on the back. That must have been a sore one.
Yeah,
Did
it
you-
was pretty bad.
Did you ask them to add no regrets at the bottom?
I did actually. I thought this
Beautifully
was fun.
done.
Thank you. I agree. I didn't draw it or come up with the idea for it or anything. It was simply fell into my hands.
Yeah, I know him.
Oh, Modric?
Yeah, we're best friends.
Insight check.
Are you trying to persuade or deceive?
I'm just making chit chat, idle chit chat.
What do you say we shimmy past these whores and go get some breakfast?
Oh, yes. It is now the next day. It's now the next day. It's in the morning. There are not a lot of workers in the rooms. People who stayed the night in the other rooms have gone already. So it is very, very quiet on this Montag morning.
Miles carefully shimmying past.
There are no whores.
I mean, there are a few of them just kind of sitting around waiting for customers, but there's not as many as there have typically been, given it's a Monday morning. No, actually, Beth's not.
And she's been noticeably absent, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'll ask the hiss when we're at the bar, eating breakfast if he's seen Beth lately. And have you seen Beth lately?
It's 2 silvers to everybody who's at the bar having breakfast, and this morning's breakfast is it's an ode to Storm's Eye. The hiss walks over and he's very proud of the meal that he's cooked this morning. It is each of you gets a dish of 8 fat potato and cheese dumplings called pierogi. There is a side of sour cream with little bits of bacon and chives in it, as well as bread with a spreadable lard.
Ooh, I'm gonna get some bread.
That's got bits of sour pickles into the lard, and he's smiling very proudly as he brings us to the table. And he says to you, Olena, specialty from Storm's Eye.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. Is it as good as my mother's?
Only you can be the judge.
It's definitely not.
I can only wish.
Okay. I'll eat it.
Sir, are you trying to kill me? Did I do something to you? You know that I cannot process bread.
Yes, well, you can eat outside then. You can eat outside then with the rest of the animals.
Wait, can I spoon out the pierogi filling to you? Is that okay?
Yes, you can. You're gonna feed.
I'll spoon out some. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to ask the hiss about. By the way, have you seen Beth lately?
I have not seen Beth lately. She didn't go to the joke off, I don't think. But I've seen your friends, Oksana, and I saw Milo last night. I see he's fresh and refreshed this morning.
Certainly. But no Beth, and she hasn't had any shifts or anything lately? Is there anyone else in town who might know where she is?
You might check out the little head at some point.
Okay, good to know.
Yes.
I'll send on our way to out of town. I'll stop at the same post office and send a quick missive to the little head asking if they've seen Beth, and have them send their response to the Black Arms.
Okay. Zahis leans in to the party and says, "So where's the Vanguard off to today?"
Milo just says, "None of your business," and then he keeps
Malash.
walking
We're
off.
going to Malash.
Mlashina, if you manage to pick up some onions, I'd appreciate it.
Sure. We'll be on the lookout.
Zahis kind of leans over and says, "You know how they say hello to each other in Mlashina, do you?"
Do they?
Very good. Olena, you are a clever one. I always knew this.
Well, we've been there before, that's why.
May all the gods shine brightly on all of you.
Thank you.
And also with you.
And on you. That's what I was going for.
I just take,
So the
I
party
take
is-
out my musical instrument and just start strumming Our God is an Awesome God.
Oh, God. It's an awesome guy.
I don't know that reference, but
Milo's just
I'm sure it's
in
lovely.
the background.
Oh.
And just a move stick directly into a resounding, just Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
So the party will need to eat along the way. So do whatever you need to do in terms of rations, and we will be inside the Killikeen Forest. The Killikeen Forest, people in Virlinia would know. Ducks of Duck would really know this. I think actually all of you would know something about the Killikeen Forest. It's one of the largest forests in the province of the Seven Sisters, and Lashna village is directly to the west of it. This particular crypt is kind of like northwest, so it's more north of Lashna, and it's more north of the forest itself. So. Okay, so party has taken their time and walked all those hours from the city of Zadaxi to the northern edge of the Killikeen Forest toward the direction of the heinous swamps. And you are now within sight distance of the entrance to the Crypt of Burning Fingers. Olena's hometown Storm's Eye is actually reachable within half a day from where you are right now. The green of the forest leads to a quite visible stone pathway that in some parts has been overtaken by nature. As you get closer to the entrance of the crypt, you notice kind of where you're standing right now, you spy all sorts of dead woodland creatures around you. Dead squirrels, small birds and rats, even small rabbits. There are even some apple trees not far from you, about, let's say about 60, 70 feet away from you, where the apple trees that are faced towards you have ripe apples that have fallen onto the ground below. But the other side of the tree looks a little bit more rotted, the part that's facing the entrance to the crypt, which at this point is about 200 feet, maybe 250 feet away from you. And sitting at the entrance, it's kind of hard to see, but there is somebody standing near the entrance to the crypt. So all four of you are kind of right at the edge of the forest. You see the entrance to the crypt and somebody standing there. What would you like to do?
Olena, do you know this person?
Not all Storm's Eyesians know each other.
You're right. That was pretty close-minded of me. I'm sorry. Should we sneak up on this guy? Should we just walk up there like we own the place? What's the move here, team? Maybe we could go undercover, act like we're into the kite trade and have news of Maori Day and the plan going to shit in Zadaxi.
I say we're just on a hike and exploring the scenery, and we came across this crypt and we want to explore.
Yeah, Professor told us about it, so we're interested.
We're students that are just coming here to catalog what's in the crypt on behalf of the anthropology department.
Oh, okay. All right, I like that. I can get behind that. Walk up like we're students here to catalog the crypts for the anthropology department.
Sure, you can move your characters. Milo has dashed over there, leading the group, where you see about a 5.5 foot tall tiefling character, dressed in very raggedy clothes, smelling horribly of alcohol, gin, and presumably kife. There's a very large bottle of kife that's about half full on the grass next to this person. He's clearly out of his mind a little bit, and he's looking up at you saying, don't go in there. Don't go in there. I just came from there. I got all the kife.
Oh, shoot.
But why did you take all of it? We were sent here to catalog what was in that crypt on behalf of the anthropology department. You have now sullied the crypt for us.
I don't know anything about that, but all this kife is mine. You can't have any of it. If you want to get into this crypt, and he takes 5 steps forward, you're going to have to get past me to get into it. And as he says that,
poke him and have him fall over, like on the forehead?
You don't even have to make a strength check or anything. You poke him, and he almost immediately collapses on the ground in front of you. His horns kind of embed a little bit into the grass. And right before he goes down, he says, sorry.
All right. Well, that was depressing. Okay, so everybody, I don't really think we need to be sneaky in there. I mean, we're there, you know?
Or
Milo,
is there any Kaif there with him?
There's half a bottle of Kaif left in that bottle.
Milo will chuck it against a tree and keep walking into the.
Okay, you'll break the bottle. Yeah. Okay.
Jesus.
Could I get a standing order? Like, what's the order in which you want to walk into the crypt?
I would like to be somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
I can go first if need be.
Yeah, Milo will be like right beside or behind Elena, depending on if he can walk next to her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lean, like when Milo like toss that bottle and say, "Milo, my friend." We can call you friends now, friend, right? We've handled exploding chickens together. We've handled trolls together. Friendly.
Oh yeah, I mean we're battle friends now. I mean,
battle buddies.
Battle buddies. Yeah, we've been in battle together. Yeah.
Well, my friend, I understand your need and your dislike of Kaif, but as you've seen, inflation is real in Zadash.
Oh yeah.
And glass bottles are probably expensive.
Oh,
can we just dump it out?
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. You're right. I should reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Yes, protect the Earth world. I don't know what Earth is. I should invent a song about Earth.
It sounds lovely.
It'll be like half dead, but maybe.
Yeah, you're right. I will not break these bottles anymore. I will dump them and reuse them.
Beautiful, beautiful. I appreciate it, my friend.
Of course, friend.
Weird energy going on back there. I'm just gonna walk into the crypt.
Okay, so Elena's leading into the crypt.
I'll check for traps though.
Go make a perception check.
I believe I have advantage on that. Yeah. Well, not advantage, but
You get a plus.
better. No, 13.
You're not noticing any traps in the entranceway. You
That's
kind of
right.
look around at the entire frame of the doorway. So there is no door. It's just a wide open space where the walls, floor, and ceiling are sparkling with flagstone, and a narrative that tells you this crypt has been built with a superior skill in masonry. You're guessing that it's a dwarven-made structure. As the four of you step inside, you notice the temperature starts to become cold quite quickly. And Elena, because you're leading, you detect the apparent whisper of a wind coming from deep within the belly of the crypt. Your eyes and ears are looking for sconces or any sort of markings on the wall for where a torch would normally be borne, and you see none of the above. In the entryway where you stand into the crypt, the wall extends back 25 feet going south before it turns to the left in the direction that you're looking. The passage is also quite narrow, so you find yourself standing in single file. Sorry, Elena, you're leading. Could you also make a survival check, please? And then whoever was talking, go ahead.
19.
19. Elena, you notice on the ground that there are recent tracks from multiple heavy-sized creatures going in and out of the entrance recently, including the tieflings a little bit larger, so you also notice the tiefling tracks exiting the crypt.
I will relay that.
I can't see a thing. I'm going to light up this torch here. Does anyone want a torch?
Before you use the torch, Elena, could you come here real quick, or just lean back to me a second?
Sure. Here.
What is Elena wearing?
She's like a dress on and shoes. She doesn't wear armor or anything.
I'm just gonna touch your.
I have my giant axe.
I'm gonna touch your axe.
Wow.
Wow.
It's not larger than 10 feet in any dimension, right?
No.
I'm gonna cast light on it. It's a 20-foot radius. Bright light, 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius? 20-foot radius, okay.
For bright, and then 20 more feet for dim.
I was just frantically trying to light his torch, and like, oh, all right, cool. And then
so Elena's axe is lighting up the place, and Elena can see that the passage kind of curves around the corner. You don't really hear anything down this passage other than a vague whistle of a wind.
Let us go. Shall I turn the corner, you think?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll on my spirit table real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
2.
What does it mean?
I don't know yet.
So Elena's kind of leading the group forward. Duck and Aisling, you're a little bit behind. Milo, what would you like to do?
I'm just following Elena as close as possible.
Don't step on my heels.
I'm sorry, I keep doing that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to
It's okay.
flat tire you or anything
You just
that.
have very, you have your armor on, so oh god, didn't mean to ping.
Well,
It's
always
very,
gonna have my
very
armor
dark
on.
ahead of me. That
Last
is,
time I
yeah.
took it off, I died.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that again.
Wait, you would die?
Oh yeah, I died for it was like maybe like a minute or so. I don't remember.
It wasn't very long. It was
Gnarly.
awful for everybody.
That's absolutely gnarly. It's like there was like some like brain death in there. Like, did you
Oh,
come
yeah.
back
Do you not see
angrier?
these like scars? Like Milo shows you a bite mark on his head from where he got killed.
Holy crud!
Oh yeah, we were fighting a demon and it just chomped down on my noggin here.
Yeah, it was really awful because he was the only one in the party who could heal because he was. Oh god.
Oh, I'm back here. I'm
Hold on. Elena, as you step forward, the tiles on the floor crumble beneath you and you fall into a trap.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's a trap about 8 foot by 8 foot wide, and there are spikes below the ground level where you're currently standing. This does 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But you could tell that your travel mates could probably avoid it if they just jump over it.
I couldn't catch
Hey.
her, or she couldn't roll for getting out of it.
I guess I could spider cling to the side of the.
Just
I
Aha.
don't see a save on this description.
Okay.
That's fine.
But there are other traps have a way to save. That's all I can say, I think.
All right.
Um,
There's
How deep
spikes.
is it?
That's all I was gonna say. There's spikes. Elena's impaled.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Elena, to climb out, you just need to give me an acrobatics roll. And if you have rope, I can let you do it at advantage.
Guidance.
Oh, thank you.
Guidance
have
meaning, do you have to touch Elena to give guidance?
Nope.
Oh, I think you-
60 foot
Oh,
for my
wow.
bard class.
Oh,
Good
so
thing
she
it was
just
at
has to
advantage.
hear you.
Natural
Good
20.
luck.
So 20. All right, Elena, you are out of the trap, and on the
And
other
I
side,
heal 1 point. No, I'm just kidding.
where you can
Nice.
see the passageway continues to loop around in a U shape around the corner.
As we
turning
continue
right.
on, I'm looking for traps.
Okay, so
Oh.
Elena, could you make a perception check, please? And everybody else who would like to jump the trap, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Guidance, Elena.
18.
18. Elena,
Around the corner.
you aren't seeing anything else out of place around you. It just seems to be a continuation of the same sort of flagstone in wall, ceiling, and floor.
Okay.
Milo, you want to go next? It looks like you're next in line.
Oh, here, wait. I can help you across with the rope. I throw the rope over.
Throw the rope over. Yeah, Milo, you can take this roll at advantage.
Thank God. All right.
Oh,
Acrobatics.
thank
Acrobatics, not athletics or anything. Okay. 5 for acrobatics.
Milo, you fall into the trap. That's going to do 9 points of bludgeoning damage. But you can also make a dex check to get out of the trap, and Elena, it looks like Elena is helping you. So you make that dex check at advantage.
Acrobatics again, you mean?
Yes, so acrobatics to get out.
14.
14's enough.
Okay.
So Milo, you make it to the other side, no problem. Just a little bit impaled, a little bit bruised. Duncan, it looks like you're next in line. You're right behind the trap. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna jump over, but I'm gonna use the rope. So do I get advantage?
Yes, you do.
Okay, so my first one was an 8. 17.
17 is enough. The rope helps you carry your avian little body over the pit. You're safely with your friends on the other side.
Thanks,
leaving
Elena.
Aisling
No problem.
by themselves.
I turn around and leave. They can do this on their own.
I have a rope here. Wait, can't you fly? Do you have wings?
I have wings. Can I fly over this, or is that going to bring exhaustion?
You can. It's 10 feet. You can fly over this.
Great.
So Aisling flies over the pit, no problem. Lands on the other side.
Aisling, beautifully done. Great form.
So it's very
Beautiful
nice.
wings.
Yes.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
I'm continually looking for traps now, so I guess I'll just roll every once in a while.
Yeah, make another perception check, please, Elena.
Guidance.
19.
Elena, you're noticing about 10 feet south of where you're currently standing on the wall, you see a geometric patterns of diamonds kind of intersecting one another.
Hey, on the wall over here, there's geometric patterns of diamonds. Anybody know what that might be?
Should I check it out?
I wouldn't get too close. Can I, I don't know, pick up a rock and throw it through that space?
Okay. Yeah, you find a rock.
I'll throw it.
Nothing happens. But go ahead and make an insight check, Elena.
3.
It's possible you have some information about this, but you would really need to have a conversation about it, maybe with your comrades, to see what the meaning of this might be, or maybe there's some information you haven't quite gotten to yet.
Anybody else have any insight on what might be, it's like a trap with diamonds? I'll try and shine my light over there and shift so that people can see it.
Oh, I see it now. I'll take a look.
Oh God, I'm in the wall.
18 for Milo.
That was insight?
Yeah, insight.
Yeah, Milo, your prediction, given the amount of time you spent in Virlinia, is that this is a sign indicating a different faction that you're aware of called the Imbroglio. The Imbroglio is a faction that's involved in creating dungeons, puzzles, and traps.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're an organization that gets hired by people throughout the entire kingdom to, create these kinds of things. And this diamond shape is one of their many calling cards.
Oh, yep, this is definitely the Imbroglio. They're dungeon makers, so just keep an eye out. There's probably some more traps around.
Okay. I will move through it.
Okay. And nothing happens, Elena. The passageway continues south about 25 feet before turning to the right.
Friends, I read a story once, and now it makes a lot more sense about these intrepid adventurers that always carried a 10-foot pole with them. I never quite understood why. I was like, why would you pole vault as an adventurer? But now it makes sense.
Yeah, it really does, actually. I rolled a 20 for traps perception as we continue.
Elena, you see nothing presently around you. Milo, Duck, Aisling, what are you doing?
Holding on to Elena's
just
pocket,
follow.
basically.
Okay, everyone's following. Okay.
One square at a time.
Elena, you continue down this corridor for about 40 feet until you turn the corner and you notice the first doorway
Hey,
leading somewhere.
a doorway leading somewhere.
On the wall, directly across from the doorway, something is etched on the wall.
I'm gonna stand right here and try and look at it.
Where? Oh, okay, I see you. Elena, on the wall, you see a row of 5 smiling faces carved into the wall on your left. There are no adornments on these faces, so no visible eyes or nose or mouth, just like the oval shape and the ears. From the way that these faces are drawn, you assume that they all represent older women.
Okay.
Directly behind that area. So
I'm just thinking about how I could tell that.
So from where you're standing diagonal to this large door on your right, which seems to be made of thousands of tiny animal bones.
Oh, God.
About midway from the top of the door, there's a small recession where a door handle would be. And from where you're standing, you can even see that it looks to be some sort of lever that you could pull in some direction to do something to the door. The thickness of the bones, since it's like many layers of bones, the thickness is so dense that you cannot see what's behind that door. But you can see that the passageway that you're currently standing on continues north for another 40 feet that ends in another doorway.
Okay, we have the option of 2 doors here. This one with 5 old lady faces, or one up there, which might
Do we think that the faces have anything to do with like
also
a
have
trap
5
or
old lady
anything?
faces. I don't know. I don't know. They don't have any like faces on them. They're just like heads and ears, but they look like old ladies.
Have they been taking care of their skin?
No.
Duck, why don't you take a
Axe.
closer look and make a perception check yourself?
Who? Aisling, you seem perceptive. You are very familiar with the drug markets, and you have to be perceptive for that, I feel like.
I mean, I can take a look if you want, and I'll squeeze my way up there, my tiny form.
Mm-hmm.
You said perception check?
Perception check, yes.
Oh, shooty shoot. That's a 10.
Yeah, somebody maybe with more experience around this kind of thing might do a better job. You don't notice anything different than what Elena has noticed.
Yeah, it's old ladies.
Milo will try the door.
Okay.
Great.
And what will you do at the door, Milo?
Try and open it.
There's like a
I see.
lever, right?
So you pull the lever, basically.
Pull the lever,
Okay.
Milo.
He'll put a shield on his back to like cover the old lady's faces, like between him and the old lady.
So the shield is preventing you from seeing the old lady's faces.
Yeah, while he's opening the door.
Okay.
Just in case they yell at him.
Shoot little spikes.
Milo, when you pull this lever, a jolt of fire shoots out from inside the door, landing on your hands, doing 8 points of burning damage.
Ah!
Okay, so Elena's running away.
Where did Elena go? Yeah, Elena, when Milo pulls the trigger on this door, the floor where you're standing also opens. I need you to make a dexterity save. At
Okay.
disadvantage because you were distracted by looking at the face.
But I'm not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated, so it's just a straight roll.
Yep.
14.
14, you still fall into the trap, and you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from all the spikes. It's the same kind of trap. There's spikes in the floor below. Milo, your hand is really smarting with fire. I'm assuming you take your hand right out of there after you pull the lever.
Is the door open?
The door is open, and you can see inside. Milo, you look inside this room, and it's fairly empty except for a circle of 5 chairs in the center of the room. And amidst the circle of chairs on the floor is a large wooden chest.
Is the pit 20 feet long?
The pit is about 20 feet long and about
Okay.
10 feet deep. So, Elena, to get out, you just need to make an acrobatics check, ability check.
I'll offer a hand to help pull.
Oh,
Okay, you can do it.
D&D's down again.
You can do it with advantage.
Is anybody else's D&D beyond down, or is that just...
No.
Rushing
Mine's
it.
okay at the moment.
For now.
Well, I'm gonna imagine that my dex is a number. I think it's a +1.
Oh wait,
think-
I have it.
I was gonna say, I think we can
It's,
see it.
your dex is +2.
Oh, great. Even better. 14.
That's enough. You pop out of the pit. Which side are you? Milo's pulling you from the door, so you're gonna be.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, exactly. And you can see all the chairs in the room as well, Elena.
Okay.
Do you still have that rope, Elena?
Yeah. I'll like throw it around.
Yep. You toss it to Duck, who grabs it, and Duck, so you have advantage also crossing the pit.
Cross that pit.
22.
That's enough. So Duck is also inside the room, and then Aisling. What would you like to do, Aisling?
I'll come in if I can get my character to move. Oh, there we go.
So you're all kind of in this room. You see the 5 chairs. There's a chest, the wooden chest on the floor. It's pretty large. What would you like to do?
Can I inspect the chest for traps?
Yes,
I will
perception.
assist.
Make a perception check, please.
I'm assisting
Oh.
you.
How are you assisting?
I have a very good trap rolling ability, so I'm just also pointing out things that, I don't know, leaning over, we're both looking at it, chatting about what might be a trap, what might not be.
Could you both actually make your own independent perception checks then?
Can I investigate it for traps?
Yes.
Wait,
23.
why did that roll?
23. Okay. Elena, you kind of handled the chest a little bit. You looked at the top, bottom, moved it over. You don't see any traps on the chest.
Is it locked?
It's not locked. You can open it. The lid seems very movable.
We'll open it.
So, Duck, you open the chest, and it looks like something from a stage performance. There's just costumes inside. They seem somewhat new, but definitely they've been worn at least once by someone else. As you kind of like thumb through all the items in there, you actually see 4 separate costumes. One of the costumes is a pirate outfit with a buccaneer hat, leather pants, an eye patch, and a corncob pipe. There is a second costume that is a cow with an udder, ears, and thick hooves, and an actual bell that rings. A third costume is sort of a red 1980s style power suit with big shoulder pads and matching red pants and a black belt. And the fourth outfit is sort of a clown/butcher outfit with a chef hat, a cleaver with fake blood, a fuzzy yellow hair coming out from under the hat, and a big red nose.
Have we seen anybody who might be wearing these?
Making
Or, like,
history
Anybody
check.
we know involved in theater?
I mean, there are 4 of us. It's like God is saying we should put these on.
10 plus whatever my history is. I agree with you. I agree with you. Sorry, I'm eating dinner.
Can't see what your history is.
You get the sense that you probably have met some folks in Zadax from the arts district who have engaged in stagecraft at some point, but I'm not aware of any recent conversations.
Okay. Yeah, do we want to put on these costumes? Just like for funsies?
I mean, I would make a dashing cow duck.
All right. I'll just wear whatever's left over, I suppose.
I think
You was-
80s power suit with the shoulder pads.
All right. Milo will put that on over his chainmail.
Mm-hmm. Milo, your shoulders look even broader than they normally do.
All right.
Sitting next to you is what seems to be a cow duck with a long beak. And
Which one do you want, Elena?
Doesn't matter. I think I'd look great as a murderous clown, but
Okay.
I think he's also a chef, so that's weird. But okay.
You can be the clown.
Do you want to be the clown?
No.
You want to be the cow?
No.
Do you want
Do
to
you
be the
want to be
pirate?
the power suit?
No.
All right.
You can be
Well,
the
that was
clown.
fun.
And as everyone's changing, I will also change, but I will change into my own clown costume that I have.
mm-hmm.
Why does it look like this? Sorry.
Uh-huh.
And I will take the pirate costume and put it in my bag.
Okay. So basically the party looks like 2 clowns, a power suit, and a cow duck.
I'm sorry, friend. You've had a clown costume this entire time?
Yes. It's my drag costume.
Mm-hmm.
What is your drag name?
Cherry red.
Fantastic.
It's I have a
Very
curly red wig, a red nose, big old shoes, and then I'll come up to Elena and say, "Oh, look at you!" and spritz you with my seltzer bottle.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Feel great.
Okay, thank you. Why would they give it? This is okay. Well, I guess we should just continue on.
In costume, the party gets back on the main passageway, where you do see a door that heads straight north, as well as a passageway that continues directly to the east.
The pit's still there?
Yeah. But we can say that you can shimmy over it without a problem at this stage.
Okay, great.
Because of our newfound costume powers.
Whatever makes you feel happy.
The power suit is shimmying. All right, I'll try and give this one a whirl if you guys want to stand back.
I rolled a 24, a natural 20 for trap checking.
Okay. So Elena would have detected there's some wire filaments in the wall leading to a chute. And that chute is pointed in the direction of what looks to be a potion of healing that is embedded within the wall in a recession.
Well, Elena, you want to continue checking for traps and lead the way, I guess? I don't know.
I'm struggling. Weird that the die on D&D Beyond, the 7 really looks like a 1, so I get very nervous every time. I rolled an 11 for traps on the door that's in front of us, but I am going to assume that there's a trap in there since the other one had one.
At the moment, you're currently not detecting any traps on this wooden door that you're standing directly in front of, but you are noticing a couple things. As you enter this area in the corridor, to the right, you begin to smell something coming from that pathway. It smells like cinnamon, brown sugar, and something like an early autumn breeze. There's even a light fruit scent that draws you nearer to this passage. To the north, there is a door, and over the archway, it looks like someone has written a riddle over the top of the door. And the riddle is written in common. It says, "What kind of ship costs nothing to build, but is worth everything and can last a lifetime?"
A relationship.
Oh, that was probably
that was Duck.
Great.
Okay.
All right, relationship. Yep, that's a good one.
Duck, when you say the word relationship, the door slides open.
Friendship.
When Elena says friendship, the door slides back shut.
No.
Relationship. We say relationship again.
Who's saying it?
Wow.
Milo.
Milo says relationship, and the door slides open. And you can now see inside.
I'm not saying anything. It's who? Yeah, Milo.
Inside is another room about 25 foot by 25 foot square. There is another doorway inside this room in the northwest corner, as well as an archway that disappears going northeast out of the room. So Elena, it looks like Elena, you're leading. Elena, you can see as the door opens that there are drag marks on the ground indicating several objects in this room have recently been moved outside of this room in other directions. You can also see several square holes are cut into the walls near all the doorways in this room. So, go ahead.
Does it look like the drag marks are going out one specific door or all of the doors?
All of them.
Okay.
And as you all get closer, you can hear some skittering from creatures that are on the wall. They all kind of bend their antenna in your direction, and you can see they have large, kind of worm-like segmented bodies and large, shiny black eyes, and their sort of squiggly yellow bodies are kind of dancing in the air. It looks like they are ready to attack you.
And one is right on top of me.
Yeah, like they can't speak any language, but I'd like you to all roll initiative.
Milo.
18.14 for Duck.
I know it's weird. I think it's like because I like beyond 20 will look, and I think if somebody has like similar decks as me, they'll give us a percentage, like a point, so it'll keep us separate.
I like that.
Yeah, it's just like your tiebreaker if you have tied initiatives.
But it looks like Aisling.
I got a 12.
So whose dex is better, Aisling, you or Elena?
Probably you.
I'm +1.
Oh, me.
Yeah, I'm not dexterous.
Damn.
I'm just smart.
It's true. And that is wonderful. We all have our strengths. And
I don't
mine is
have that.
raging. Oh, okay.
Duck, it looks like you go first. Your friends, some of your friends are in the room. You see these creepy crawly things, and they look like they're going to attack you.
Duck is going to cast Eldritch Blast on this one.
Okay, go for it. Is there a save?
No, it's just an attack roll.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast. Does a 22 hit.
22 hits.
10 force damage and 2 cold damage.
Oh no! So the animal kind of reels backwards a little bit and then lunges back forward as it reorients itself after you blast it.
And then I'm going to move 5, 10. How do you do, like, by friends? Like, is it difficult terrain, no movement?
I think you can just move through friends.
You can move through, yeah, allies you can move through.
Okay, I'll just go there.
As long as you don't end on that turn. End on that space, yeah.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So you ended your turn on the outside of the room. Okay. This creepy creature is going to skitter across the ground and stop right in front of Elena and use its little pincers to bite toward Elena's body. That is a 19 to hit.
Disadvantage for Protector.
Because you're standing diagonal. Aha. So I have to roll again.
Damn, these are some beefy things.
It's a nat 1 the second time, so it's gonna miss.
Thank you, Milo.
Yeah, that's even helpful,
sure.
Milo. And the creature will end its turn there. One of its allies will also lunge forward and try to bite at Elena. But also at disadvantage, Milo. Can you do it again?
No,
as a
just
second
once.
reaction? Only once. Okay. So, well, he only got a 14 that time.
Oh, well, meets beats, so he hits.
Oh.
I don't wear armor.
That hits. That is going to do. Bite attack does 7 points of piercing damage.
Brilliant.
It has a second attack, which is to whip out one of its slimy-looking yellow tentacles, which it's going to use to try to sting you in the side. That is a 16 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That will hit and do 4 points of poison damage right in your side, Elena. So I know you're not wearing armor, but it kind of almost connects with it connects with your skin hitting on the side. You also have to make a Constitution saving throw against this tentacle attack.
You get +2.
Okay.
Because Milo's special ability, right?
Actually quite good at combat. Not that good at combat. 19.
19. Okay, so you make the save. You can tell as it releases its tentacle from you that it's dripping some foul insect-like liquid. Looks like it was trying to poison. It's really gross. That is the end of its turn. Elena, you now get to fight back.
Well, I'd like to rage.
Yes.
And then we don't do flanking here, right?
Mhm.
This game?
Right.
Okay. I will attack
Okay.
this one.
One on the left? Okay, go for it.
23 to hit.
That hits.
And the second, I'll attack it again. 24.
Yeah, that'll also.
Mm-hmm. 24 points of damage total.
24 points of damage. Okay, yeah, you jab your axe into its yellowish hide, and as you slam down, it spits out all this sort of yellow bile-looking guts from its inside. It's yelping in pain, and you can tell that's getting it's pretty close to dying. Elena, very good hit.
Oh, and then it has to make a dex save.
Dex save. Yes, I do. It's a 12 total.
Oh, it does not make it, so it takes 1 point of lightning damage.
Yes.
Its antenna kind of dance like with the static as you smack it with a wave of lightning.
Brilliant. Okay, that I will shift. So the other, well, no, I guess you can all get into the room. Well, I'll go right here, so stay in its range. But
then the one
but I leave
sitting
that
north
guy's
of you would
range.
get
Never mind.
attacked.
I forgot that one.
But
was
if you
there.
go that way, the other one.
What if
stay
I?
where you are?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
diagonal,
just stay
okay.
where I am.
I'll allow it.
No, I'll stay where I am. Oh, really? Okay.
Diagonal like that? Yeah, I'll allow
Yeah.
it.
No worries.
It's gross. It's gross, but you're still standing in
That's
between these two characters.
My dress is ruined anyway.
Aisling, you're up next. Aisling, you're currently outside the room. You hear some creatures biting and doing things.
I will come in and say, ugh, gross. Just like that. And I will growl at it and try to attack it. 17.
That's a hit.
15 acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
As I just like swipe at it with my cute nails that have sprouted from my fingers and then retract.
You scratch at this beast with your nails, and as you do so, you can hear the sounds of its jaws snacking on some sort of animal bones, making these horrible smacking sounds. It then spits out all the bones on the ground in front of you as you lay into it with your nails.
I'll say, oh, why, thank you. And that's it.
Right. Milo, I believe you're next.
It's greater healing is 4d4 plus 4, right? Or no? Okay, and that's a bonus action to drink?
It's a full action to drink a potion.
Oh, I thought it was bonus. Never mind.
Maybe if you have a character thing, but...
Milo's gonna slice the one to his left.
Okay, the one that Aisling just hit. Okay.
Natural 20 on that.
It hit. And Milo, both you and Aisling, because you've gotten closer to this character, you also notice in the southwest corner of the room is an empty coffin with a lid kind of tossed to the side. Very interesting.
18 points of damage.
Milo, tell us how you murder this crawly little creature.
I just stab it in its mouth while it's chewing on that bone. Say, chew on that! And then I'll swing at this second one.
Oh, another attack. Okay, go for it.
15.
That's a hit.
11 points of damage.
Ouch. It kind of rears back its many sets of claws and then leans forward, and it too spits out these looks like chicken bones or rat bones onto the ground in front of you. Its breath smells horrible.
That's my turn.
Okay. This last guy kind of on the wall skitters forwards to stand next to Elena, and it's going to attack Elena with its bite and then with its tentacles. The first attack is a 12. The second attack is a 9. I think I'm going to miss both times. Elena, you are too good at not getting hit by insects. That is the end of its turn. If we're going to go to the top of the round, to the round 2, Duck, you are next to act.
Okay. I will come back in 5, 10, 15. And I will attack that one.
Okay, go for it.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
3 force damage, 2 cold damage.
And that's one right in front of Milo?
Yes.
Okay. So where you have frozen it, you seem to have caught some of its tentacles, and it kind of wriggles around as you hit it with the rest of the blast. So you can see its body is kind of shaking a little bit as you as you cast your spell.
That's my turn.
This crawler is then going to defend itself and bite down at Elena with its first attack. That is a 9 to hit, and when its second attack will aim at Elena's lower leg. That is a 10 to hit. That is going to miss.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I don't know why he's missing. The antennas for both of them are kind of like, you can tell they're communicating to one another somehow, and it's getting angrier that it's missing. And as it misses you a second time, it vomits some of the dead animals that it had been consuming. It's like a small pool of greenish yellow grossness on the floor in between where you and the creature are currently standing, Elena. It smells terrible. Elena, it's actually your turn next.
Oh, hello, it's me. Okay, I will go for this guy.
Okay.
Nobody has hit him yet. Twice. 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
And a 13.
They both hit.
Nice. Okay. Ooh, terrible damage. 17 total points. And then it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
8.
It doesn't make it, so it takes, wait for it,
Is it going to be 1?
5 points of lightning damage. Oh wait,
its antenna kind of dance around as you shock it with another wave of thunder energy after you slice it with your axe. And Elena, it is also bleeding this sort of horrible yellowish red blood onto the ground in between you and where it is standing. It is gross.
Ugh, these things are awful. Why are they so gory? I say to my crew.
They kind of look a little tasty, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah,
I will come over and say, more bones, please. Or not. Does a 9 hit?
a 9 misses.
I say,
No
never
bones.
mind. No bones.
No bones.
Stay. And then I will look at Milo and say, looks like it's time for a little extra, and snort at him. And then I'll blow powder in your face because I know you love drugs. And
What's happening?
Milo does drugs now.
Oh.
He just doesn't know it.
Yeah.
You get 10 hit points back plus 2 temporary. So
Whoa.
if you're gonna
35?
get hit, just put 12 in.
All right, Milo.
That's it.
All right, Milo, you're actually next to act. Almost
All
there.
right. He'll slice at the guy in front of him.
All right,
It's only a 9, so I'm gonna take another swing.
go for it.
It's a 9 again, so I just whiffed it 2 times.
Yeah, you can tell that the insect, if it could laugh, it's like clicking and clacking its teeth and making a chittering sound that almost sounds like it's laughing at you. It also spits up in your direction on the ground in front of you. It looks like half-eaten daisies, as well as some gourds like zucchini, pumpkin, that kind of thing.
Gross. That's Milo's turn.
This creature that's standing diagonal from Elena will bite at Elena towards her lower leg. That's a 26 to hit. That will hit.
I don't
That's
know.
disadvantaged
Disadvantage, why?
because I'm close to Elena.
Okay. The other roll is an 18 plus 7, 25 to hit, so I'll take the lower
I
one.
don't know.
You have another disadvantage?
It-
25
No,
to hit
that's it. It
does
does
7 points piercing damage, Elena.
Okay.
It's then going to whip around its body and try to slam you with a poisonous tentacle.
Ow.
Is this also a disadvantage, this one?
No.
No, just one.
This
Wait,
next
sorry,
one-
how much damage was that?
That one was
7?
7.
Okay.
This tentacle is a 16.
That hits.
That does 4 points of poison damage, and you need to make a
Okay.
constitution save.
Okay.
+2.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
15.
That is just enough, Elena. You are
That's
not
probably
poisoned.
pretty good.
Yeah, the
Oh wait,
the
I take
tentacle.
half damage. I forgot. Jesus Christ.
The tentacle jabs into you, but because of your roll, because of your fortitude and Milo's strength, when it extracts itself from your body, you don't feel any poison enter your system. That's the end of your turn. We're top of the round, round 3. Duck, you are next to act. Looks like these two creatures are nearing death at this moment.
I'm going to use my tail.
Okay.
My tail of the renowned duelist.
Okay.
I'm going to say, you weird, delicious-looking creature. You ever heard the story of Inigo Montoya? Killed his father. And I just need to make a spell attack roll. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Then nothing happens.
But Doc, you can see a little bit into the room to the northeast. It looks like there are continue to be a lot of drag marks along the ground. Something else?
All right, I'm just going to bonus action roll on my table again.
Okay. This creature that's standing in the middle, that's surrounded by a bunch of you, is going to turn its body towards Elena and first try to bite Elena. And is this again at disadvantage?
No.
Once per round.
16?
That hits.
The bite does 7 points of piercing damage. It then whips around the lower half of its body, kind of wiggles its lower extremity, and one of the tentacles pops out and tries to stab itself into your leg. That's a 12. It's a miss.
That does not hit.
And it's not going to move because it knows what will happen if it moves. That's the end of its turn. Elena, it's now your turn to act.
Oh, I probably should have just moved. I'm gonna hit. Was it this one?
One in the top left, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll hit that one. Well, I'll attempt to hit that one twice. Oh god, I have to sneeze. Oh god. 14 on the second. 2 12s to hit. Neither of them hit.
None of them hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Well,
swing
it
and
still
it
has to make a
rears.
dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. 6.
It doesn't make it, so it takes 5 more points of lightning
No.
damage.
Singe it with thunderous energy, but your axe, however, is not able to connect. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Aisling, you're up. There is a bleeding, crawly creature right in front of you.
Okay. Zip zap. It's where it's at. Ow. Oh, shoot. Another 9.
9 will miss.
And I'll look to Elena and say, Elena, your turn.
I don't. Oh god. Okay.
Open
You want me
your
to lean down?
nostrils. Open your nostrils.
My nostrils are always open. That's what
Oh,
you
no.
don't know.
You just hear Duck go, everything in moderation.
You get 7 plus 2 temporary.
Thank you.
That's great.
And then I will stay there, and hopefully when it's my turn, I can use my character.
Milo,
Just gonna try and stab this thing again.
go for it. It's just wriggling around. It's kind of dancing almost on the floor, making tons of chittering noises with its many, many teeth.
14.
That's a hit.
10 points of damage.
Milo, it's still alive. It's continuing to clack and clatter at you as it spits up another pool of greenish yellow substance on the floor in between you and where it's standing. This one looks like chicken bones and gourds.
My second attack missed. It was only a 10.
Okay, we're going to go to the crawler in the top left corner, which will once again try to bite Elena.
Ah.
This is a 22 to hit. It's going to do 7 points
Oh,
of
that
piercing damage.
hits.
I'm gonna disadvantage that one again.
Disadvantage that one? Okay. So the next roll is a 16. Will that hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 7 points of piercing damage. It's then going to turn around its body and try to stab you with its tentacle for 18, which will hit. That's going to do 4 points of poison damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Sure.
This is also with a +1, Milo?
Plus
Plus
2.
2? Plus 2.
Let's do. 12.
You are poisoned for a certain amount of time that I will tell you at some point. Okay, Top of the round, round 4, Duck. You have 2 enemies still alive. What would you like to do?
Shoot this one.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, thank you. That's what I was
Get
trying
a
to
10 hit.
A 10 misses.
Damn it. That's it. That's all I got.
It's chittering, making some more clacking noises. Its antennae are rubbing against each other as it turns its giant black eyes to stare both at you, Duck.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just really hungry right now.
Super valid. Don't worry about it.
The creature in the middle is going to turn to Olena's side and bite at Olena's lower extremities.
Good lord, why do you love my legs so much? I
That
know
is a
they're great,
16 to hit.
but that hits.
Does 7 points piercing damage.
Okay.
It's then going to whip around its body and try to stab you with another tentacle. 21 to hit. That will do
Hits.
4 points of poison, and you need... Oh, you're already poisoned. You're
I
already
don't believe
poisoned.
you can be double poison.
Yeah, it doesn't stack. It doesn't stack. You're just still
Sorry,
poisoned.
okay, it was 19 minus 4 is 15 minus 4 again.
Minus 7 of the other one. So
I take half damage because I'm raging.
okay. So you're at 11, and Olena, it's your turn.
Oh, wow. Hi, everybody. I'm just gonna try and hit that one first.
That one looks much
This
weaker
one's,
than the other one.
24 to hit.
Yes, as you slice your axe into its body, it continues to spit bones onto the ground in your direction.
And takes 15 points of damage.
Olena, tell us how you kill this creature.
I just sort of like hit down on it, like nothing too special. I'm just sort of tired of them. So it's like, you're stepping on an ant, but with an axe.
It's kind of like you're smushing this insect, and its guts go all across the floor. Could you make a perception check as well?
Sure. It's 15 to hit the other one, by the way.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
5 perception.
For perception, okay.
Yeah.
Tell us the damage of this
bad.
other guy.
13. Yes.
Ah! It's
And then
still
it has to
alive,
make a-
but you
It
can
has to
tell.
make a dex saving throw.
11.
It doesn't make it, so it takes 1 point of lightning damage.
Its antennae are going crazy. Aisling,
Okay.
before you take your turn, could you also make a perception check?
23.
Aisling, as Olena had murdered the creepy crawly creature that was standing in between you and her, some of the sort of blood and gore from the animal has fallen onto a trap door directly north of where it was standing. Okay, and from where you are standing, because you're only 5 feet away from it, you can see that there's something in that hole in the ground. So you can now take your action or move, do whatever you'd like to do. You can also inspect what's in the pit.
A trap door, like this is a thing I don't want to step on.
Trapdoor meaning that when the guts fell on it, an opening in the floor appeared, and you can see something is inside of it.
Okay. Milo, you've got poison control on speed dial, right?
Oh yeah, you're good. Do whatever you need to do.
I'll just come over here and try to slashy slash.
Okay, go for it.
Um,
I'm pretty weak at this point.
well, so am I. Plus 7. Oh yeah, 17 plus 7 hits, right?
That hits.
16 acid damage.
Aisling, tell us how you murder this creature.
I will, similar to the Three Stooges, just put out my pinky and my index finger with my really long nails and just poke him in the eyes.
All these gut kind of optic nerves and eye guts spray out all over the ground in front of you, and it's kind of laying there. Its body is twitching as your acid damage has caused it to retire. It is now dead.
And then I will give Elena more drugs.
Okay.
Wait, before you give her more drugs,
I
like
could probably use a healing
don't
potion.
like her nose is still like looking a little puffy.
Yeah.
Milo,
Hey.
have you burnt through your drugs yet? Are they still on?
Well, I got the good drugs right here, the good Lord Paylor. So I'll just
Your pupils are pinholes.
what?
I hate it here.
What?
Elena's still poisoned.
Asking, does Milo still have temporary hit points on him?
Yeah, the 2. I'm
Alright,
at technically 33.
I also do.
Oh, you do?
Oh no, I don't.
Okay, so
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
I have
think you do.
1.
I feel like you got hit though a couple times since I drugged you
Yeah.
the first time.
I
So
think I'm gonna take a healing potion.
Well,
Aisling,
Or-
get close to Elena.
Okay. Come here.
Okay.
All right. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you big and small.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to use my bardic and like my tale of the beloved friends, and I'm going to target Elena. And Elena, you can choose someone within 5 feet of you, which please don't choose Milo because he already has temporary hit points. And you'll get temporary hit points equal to 7.
So, okay, great. I target Aisling. Oh god, that's power. Okay.
Well, hello, best friend. I guess you can just take your potion instead.
Oh no, I gotcha. And Milo will do 5 points to remove the poison from his lay on hands pool, and then 25 points. He'll just like slap her on the leg and say, "Get back in there."
Ow.
Give you 25 healing, and you're no longer poisoned.
Got it.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's poison.
Wait, are you also poisoned? Somebody else poisoned?
oh no,
Only
you were the
Elena.
only one getting bit there.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
thank you for meat shielding that.
Oh yeah.
No
that was
problem.
great.
That's why it's good to be big sometimes. Okay, let's get out of here. I hate these things. They're all over my shoes.
Do you want to be bigger?
Did you see that we're spitting up bones?
Hmm. Animal bones, most likely chicken or other small creatures.
I'm going to gather some more chicken bones.
Okay. So as the room kind of settles, again, your attention is drawn to an empty coffin in the southwest corner of the room, a doorway leading north, and Aisling can tell there's something written on the door. The door is shut presently, and an open archway that leads to another room going east. And from that room and from the room going north, you can see drag marks on the ground.
And there's a hole. Someone look in this hole.
And there's a hole in the ground. Yes, that's right.
Is there anything?
Can I look in the hole?
Yes, you can look in the hole. At the bottom of the hole, which is about 2.5 feet down, so a long arm is going to be needed to reach into the hole, you can see what looks to be a shimmering blade of some kind. The metal gleams in the dim light of this crypt, but don't exactly know what it is. You would need to pick it up to.
Elena, hold my talon.
Oh, should I? Do you want me to check for it? All right, you're already in the hole.
Yeah. Are you already in there, Duck?
Yeah, you said shiny.
Make an acrobatics check, please.
Do I get advantage because she's holding my foot?
Yeah, we'll say she's holding you steady and you're upside down a little bit, kind of in the hole. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Do it at advantage.
20. Dirty 20.
Duck, you've grabbed your hands onto the hilt of this blade, and Elena's pulling you out.
Pull me out! I have it!
Pulling you.
This it's this beautiful weapon. It's some sort of magical axe with mystical dwarven runes carved into the part of the blade that is closest to the hilt. There seems to be a sort of fun, almost chaotic energy surrounding this weapon, but you can tell that whatever magic is inside of it, it would require attunement to access that magic.
Do you say fun chaotic energy?
Fun chaotic energy.
Oh, so shiny.
Okay, do we want to put it away? Or, I mean, what is it? What?
I think it would take attunement. What kind of axe is it?
Looks like a dwarven made axe.
What is it, like a great axe, a simple axe, hand axe?
It is a great axe, actually.
Oh, that's so
Very
sexy.
great axe. A very great axe.
Oh, sexy.
What was that word?
But Milo also uses an axe, correct?
Oh yeah, but that looks a little too unwieldy to use with the shield, I would say.
Oh, true. Okay, I mean, I can hold it if you want me to.
I mean,
No, throw it back in the hole just to be safe, I'd say.
Milo, I swear to God.
duck runs.
No!
The duck is going to keep it and run
No, I'm not.
with it. What are you doing with the weapon?
I will hand the axe over to
But I can't attune to it right now.
Okay.
Oh, then I'll hold it for you. I'll hold it. It's good. I got it.
Hank, how strong are you? Just wondering.
Strong enough.
Okay.
You're just going to add to the drag marks on the ground.
Uh-huh.
Duck, as you pack this axe, you get a slight happy tingling sensation in your hands, fingers, thumbs, whatever Duck has as appendages. It's a delightful sort of tingling sensation that you get when you have touched this weapon for a longer amount of time.
Feels like sparkles.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Aisling, what are you doing? You're standing by a
Reading the
doorway.
door.
Aisling, so I'm gonna type this. I'm gonna post this in Discord.
Okay.
Aisling, you see a message written on the door, and it looks to be a few words in Elven language. Do you speak Elven?
No, I speak not Elven.
Okay. Could you make an intelligence check?
Yeah, that'll go great.
Okay.
15.
Okay. You're fairly sure that this is something in Elvish, and it's some sort of incantation. It's 6 words that are written on this door. So for all the players, I posted this in the chat so you can see what the words are. That's written on the door.
Couldn't tell you if I speak Elvish or not, but...
Elena speaks Elvish.
Oh, what does it say?
Nobody else speaks Elvish. Elena, you can tell from looking at it that it is a code written in Elvish, and that if you said it aloud, the meaning of the words will come to you.
Okay, if I say this out loud, the meaning of the words will come to me. So do you think I should say it out loud, or do you think we're going to be doomed forever? Just wondering.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Just live and let live.
You've already done drugs.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly, I agree. Inkafrand.
Ducks.
Duck. Make an insight check, Elena.
I'd love to. I think my insight is +2?
Your insight is
Or 1. Or
+0.
0. Okay, 13. I mean, sorry, 12.
12's enough. Elena, you think it would help if your friends also practice saying this aloud? That would help you unlock the code.
I don't know.
But what you just said
All
did
right.
not unlock. What you just said out loud did not unlock the door.
Okay, everybody, let's say it together.
Say what?
This.
I say
can't
it
read.
exactly sounding like Elena.
Nothing happens then, Duck.
Well, all at the same time, everybody. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you for being
Thank you for being Inkafrand.
Thank you for being We say it together.
The door doesn't move, but anybody who wants to can make another insight check. I'm sorry. Yeah, insight's correct.
18.
18. Elena, you can tell
Wow.
that this is truthful information that is related to the riddle that you solved just moments ago before you entered this room.
We solved the riddle? Oh.
Relationships.
Friendships.
Milo, when you see that, you can see you don't see that the door has moved at all, but you do see some like stardust wave across the words on the door that you're currently reading. You again get the sensation that it would help to say these words out loud.
Didn't we already do that? Did we not do that?
Yeah, I thought we did that.
Yeah, you did, but the door didn't open. So you might want to try a different way.
Friendship.
No. And I think
Again.
the word's on the page.
Aisling, when you say that word, you see like stardust flow across the words, but the door doesn't open.
Oh, friendship. Do we all want to say friendship together then?
We're already best
Friendship.
friends.
Friendship.
Friendship.
All of you are getting this sensation of this sort of sprinkling of stardust wave across these 6 words. And the intention is positive, like it would help you unlock the door if you somehow found a way to say these words correctly.
Coffin. Someone go look at the coffin. I'm tired of friendship.
Milo?
Look at the coffin.
Go look at the coffin.
Okay, Milo, you see that this is an empty coffin, and on the ground near the coffin are some tattered bandages that look like they have been recently torn off of perhaps a mummified creature. Underneath some cobwebs, printed onto the coffin, is the name Blanche Gourmet.
Blanche Gourmet. We met at Gourmet, right?
Probably.
All right.
Blanche.
Blanche Gourmet, are you over here?
I got nothing.
Aisling, could you make an investigation check?
Aisling?
Aisling, because you're closest to the door. So Milo just said, Blanche Gourmet, are you here?
7.
So unfortunately, you're not quite sure what to make of the connection between the words on the door and how to open the door. However, when Milo calls out for Blanche Gourmet, you hear some shuffling noise coming from the room directly to the east. Some slow, shuffling footsteps. And you can see from where you're standing, both you and Duck can see there's another doorway past the archway going into the room to the east.
Maybe we need to put Blanche back in her coffin.
Who's Blanche?
I don't know. You said Blanche.
Aisling, did
This
you
coffin
just
says
move?
Blanche.
I did.
Where are you going, Aisling?
I just away from the door because I know I'm not an investigator.
All right. Aisling, as you
Someone
step
else
away from
watch the door.
So Aisling just asked, where is Blanche? And as you step away from the door towards the archway, going into the room to the right, you can see a creature wrapped in bandages starting to shuffle towards you. It's moaning in your direction. Blanche!
Oh dear.
Ooh, I think I found Blanche.
There she is. Hi, Blanche.
That's where we're going to stop today.
Oh dear. Not Blanche.
Oh, just when D&D Beyond came back up, too.
That's so weird, Cody, because mine never went down. Like, I could pull up Elena's and everything.
Oh, yeah, mine was
Oh,
in and
no.
out.
I'll look into it.
The app stayed active.
If you say those words really fast, like, is it something in German that is like isn't like donka, like something like donka or Don Quixote? I don't know.
Maybe
I
you
know
want
what
to try
it is, but I'm not.
Do you know
gonna
what it
say
is?
Yes.
Is it German? Because
But
I don't
does Aisling
speak
know what it
German,
is?
so.
Aisling does not know what it is.
But Cody knows.
what it
Okay.
is.
So I don't want to say then, but I'm glad you figured it out. In the meantime, I'm going to give everybody 1,260 experience points for all the murders.
Wow.
Actually, take that back. Take that back. Not 1,260. I forgot to divide something. Hold on.
It's 2,500.
My 2 plus 380. I'm going to give everybody 830 experience points for today.
Oh.
Much less exciting.
I know, that was my bad. 830.
Almost halfway to level 7.
Wow.
Yes,
Cody, do you want to give us a
level
clue?
5.
Want to give us a clue?
Do I want to give you a clue about the clue?
A clue about the clue.
Yeah, Golden Girls.
Oh, thank you
I've
for
never
being
seen
my
Golden
friend.
Girls. Danke for being
But is it
a
okay?
friend. Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, is it okay?
Thank you for
Thank
being
you
Thank you for being a friend.
a friend.
being
Yeah.
a friend.
I would not have known
The
that
door
if I had never
opens,
seen
and
Golden
I
Girls.
find a holy Avenger behind.
The door opens and you find Dorothy.
Every time we talk
The
about it,
mace
it
of
gets more
disruption.
expensive.
It's 1.5 million gold now.
Oh God.
We'll see what happens next time. So
Awesome.
And maybe my Zoom will work next time. Probably not though.